shuffle around you.
Okay, Blake.
I'm using my new handmade dice today.
Ooh, nice.
Hopefully they roll good.
Where'd you get them?
It's the ones that you sent a while ago, like
green leaf something.
No, it was I can't remember, but it was on. I bought them on Etsy.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember.
Of course, that's where you get handmade stuff.
I think that might have been Greenleaf Baby.
No, it wasn't Greenleaf Baby.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, cool. They're all like these.
Oh no, yeah, that one I've seen them.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so pretty.
I love.
Well, so are we streaming?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. When I said we're streaming. So. Hey.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to I's Dice Hall.
Strong. Look at this really deformed unicorn.
He looks really high.
We saw.
I was just drawing and I was like, well, I screwed that up.
He looks so high.
So, high unicorns. Okay.
Oh my god, I just realized what your name was, Kevin. I just saw your name on Zoom.
What the heck?
That's actually his character's name.
Oh boy. Okay.
He just goes by the first one. Ignore the rest.
For those of you at home, I'm gonna reveal it to you.
Oh, okay.
Look at that name. Try to say that 3 times fast.
Good luck.
Okay. Sorry, announcer. Go ahead.
Previously on Tales of Morkias, the Slayers, our intrepid adventurers encountered a new party member who has a trouble of her own they wish to encounter, and the party discovered that the city is not all fun and games, as there was a werewolf hiding there. But they made short work of her. What else will they find? And that's what happened last. So you guys killed a werewolf and then got out of there.
Werewolf, there wolf, and there, and there, and there.
And you completed the adventure that was named The Lady in Red.
Nice.
Oh, got extra fun. Let's write down the extra gold we got. Thank you.
Another good name would be like in silver for lining or something. I don't know. Did she have silver for?
Yeah. Because she was a white werewolf.
Oh, she was a white wolf?
Mm. He was.
Yes.
Under your pencil is my journal.
For now, my flying ship.
Thank you.
Okay.
See? Once we start.
Yeah. Did you get the boxes fixed?
Yep.
Okay. Awesome. Well, that's what happened last, and you guys didn't hang around long. After you made short work of the werewolf, you got out of there. Partly because you saw the little tattoo that was on her hand, and Hazel mentioned before she had to clear her throat and now has her normal voice again. I really do hope you guys watched that and enjoyed the voice I gave Hazel.
She was
I
just
haven't had a chance to watch it yet. I can't wait though.
I gave you Batman's voice from the Christopher Nolan films.
Perfect. I love it.
The entire time. The entire time your character spoke, you were just like Batman from the Christopher Nolan film.
You literally swung in through the window.
Yeah.
So she recognized the symbol that was on the body of the lady in red, and it was the symbol of the black hand, which she immediately said, yeah, we need to get out of here. So you guys did not stick around for looting because you knew that ninjas would be soon behind. Not just one or two, like an army of them. So you got the hell out of there. And retreated back
to lawyer to help us.
If I remember right, the you can definitely correct me here. I'm going off of our previous campaign. Those ninjas in the Black Hand serve death, right? Like the
some
death?
Of them do.
Okay.
Not all of them, but some of them do. In fact,
like
some of
the
them
death from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Not that death, but you know.
Radical.
If that's not the god of death in Retroverse, I'll be very sad.
No, it would probably be. Is it the Deadpool death, where it's just like this hot goth chick?
Yeah, the one that he keeps hitting on.
She's technically just a skeleton, but yes.
Yeah.
Are you thinking DC Vertical, the Endless?
No, he's talking about Death from Marvel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Death and
Sam's got a
DC's
crush on
a perky goth girl.
She's a
Yeah.
very well endowed skeletal woman.
That's
That's Marvel.
Yeah, he said goth girl, and it's like that's a lot of death.
Yeah.
Hell is closer to Goth Girl.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we probably go back to that Egyptian club or whatever.
Anyway.
Yeah, you guys actually leave and go back to Erica's skyship because it's nearby.
Oh, that works too.
So for the folks that were Hashke and Hazel, who were apparently high as fuck and don't remember what happened, can Erica describe her character?
Yes, Erica is a dwarf who is on the shorter side and dressed in like adventuring gear, like a shirt with like a vest and a lot of equipment, like navigational equipment on her belt, and she has her hair tied up with a little ribbon and round spectacles on her eyes, and she is very big and yet very dorky, and she's a nerd and she's a wizard. There you go.
And you heard the tale that she will stop at nothing, she said with great passion, to recover her grandfather's treasure known as the Silver Vault.
Also, her and Coby had a bit of a nerd off against one another. She was like magic nerd, and he was like tech nerd. And there was some cooperation there, and we discussed magic tech and stuff.
And she won.
And
so
that's most of what happened last time.
yeah.
Okay. So where do we head from here?
Martini?
What do you?
Or maybe scotch.
Well, I was hoping you could help me find my grandfather's treasure, if you could. That'd be good. Maybe. Yes. I mean, you guys were really good at fighting that werewolf, and I need some help because I can't get into the tomb by myself.
Relax, girl. It's like, what time is it? Because I'm assuming it's the same night.
You put to rest the werewolf probably late afternoon. There's still a couple hours left in the day before you're really tired.
Oh, okay.
But this city, like New York City, does not sleep.
Okay.
So a question to the DM. We're not entirely sure when we go to sleep and we end up in the dream world. I don't know that we've ever discovered whether or not our bodies disappear.
No, you've never discovered that.
Cool.
You don't know what happens.
I guess we'll find out maybe.
Right.
I didn't say anything. You don't know Jack.
I don't know Jack, but what?
Coby already has a thesis or two on that subject.
All right.
Maybe it's astral projection, but then does that mean we have a comatose dead body when we?
That's what I was thinking. But like, I don't know, because when we leave, we go somewhere else. Yeah. So how far away do you think it is that we're going, Erica?
How far is that?
You know that in your skyship, if you stay low to the ground and then low to the water, it'll probably only take a week. If any other form of travel is taken, it's a month.
Well, a week most. If we have good sailing and if the weather is good and yes, a week.
Okay, all right.
And then she'll like pull up a map and like have like a bunch of different like strings attached to it and like sticky notes written all over it and just a whole bunch of junk. None of it understandable because she has terrible handwriting.
Well, excuse you. Can you not?
Well, Doom's not going anywhere, right? Maybe we could just spend like one night celebrating here before we go off?
No, I've been waiting to go there most of my adult life. I am not stopping for you to have a drink, Coby.
I mean, we can always have a drink on the road, especially because it's an airship. Like,
Suggestion. Why don't we purchase alcohol and drink while we're going there?
That is possible. We have a week. I suppose that you can drink.
Hazel just very subtly tries to put the flasks that she had already had in her hand back into her pocket. Which she may or may not have filched from something of Coby's stash.
He wouldn't know.
Yeah.
There's so much alcohol there, it's hard to tell.
That's fair.
He goes, yeah, that definitely works too. And I don't remember if he gave this to you or not last session, but he does give Erica that syringe filled with the alpha werewolf blood.
Okay. She'll put it in the laboratory for closer examination. Yeah, the ship has a little laboratory with like whirly tubes and like random crap that like just turns Rube Goldberg machines. Yes. As long as you can buy supplies, and I would hope to leave today or tomorrow, if that's possible. The faster the better, because it's been a long time coming, and you guys seem like good enough adventurers to go and help me figure. I gotta go try. Give me a second. And then she'll like move some books around and like take a pencil and like start doing calculations on what person can do what, and she'll measure all of you and like like pull out a tape measure and just be like, all right, let's see. Yeah.
Her methods seem a bit frantic, but she does appear to have a elaborate skyship and a means of getting there, and the knowledge of how to get it.
Can I ask what the measurements are for?
Oh, to see if you fit in the holes in the wall, and also if the weight of your body will be okay to walk on the floor so we don't fall and die. That would be bad.
I'm assuming this means in the tomb, not in the
Well, no, the ship is fine.
Okay, cool. We'll deal with that part when we get there.
And I don't know if I know you were having some sort of seizure the last couple of days. But,
no, it's fine. I just had a cold, but it's doing better now.
Oh, okay. And she'll like give you a tissue from the bag. She'll like pull out a tissue and give it to you.
It's a pretty common case. It's like that common cold. I heard it's called like carburetis.
You, as you're enjoying yourselves in the skyship, you notice the house that the lady in red was in, the penthouse that you went to kind of end that little chapter there. You do notice climbing out of the window of the penthouse about 20 ninjas. And they go in several different directions. One of them is just carrying her body over their shoulder as they kind of like grappling hook across the skyline.
Oh my.
Well, that's a good
Hazel,
thing.
you're at least mildly impressed at the grappling hook guns that they have, Hazel.
Good thing
Nice.
we listened to your advice then, Hazel. And got out of there.
Ninjas.
We should probably leave as soon as possible, because that also might be a problem. And if you help me, I will give you a reward for it. Anything you want. My grandfather's treasure is quite good patents for inventions and such. I'm sure that I can pay you, and you may have the ship if you really want. I'm gonna probably get a new one after this adventure is over. Need a bigger space for the laboratory.
Wow. Okay. We had talked about stopping and doing some shopping. Is that what you wanted to do, Coby?
Well, let's see. A week supplies. He already has out like a big scroll that just goes down to the ground and just keeps rolling. And he's just like putting stuff on the list, the things to get. And he'll just buy like the crates shift up to the airship and stuff. And get enough food and stuff for everybody for the week. All that. How much?
Okay.
And of course, maybe a few bottles of like hard liquor, like scotch or something.
Food is 5 silver per person per day, and a week is 5 days.
Oh, that makes it really easy. Okay.
Seeing as how we're going into a dungeon that will probably be filled with all manner of goodies that we're going to want to carry out of there, can I go look and see if I can find a bag of holding for relatively cheap? Or
In this particular city, you'll probably find one. If it were any other city on this planet, the answer would be no.
Yeah.
How much?
I'm gonna go do that.
Well, okay, you probably could find a bag of holding for sale in the necropolis, but none of you have been there.
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah, that's a lively place.
Nothing to roll. Oh, never mind.
What were you gonna say, Coby?
Maybe we could get 2. As I look over at Backpack, who has a backpack on his front and his back, if I recall.
Yes.
That is helpful.
He's currently carrying 2 backpacks and looks like he could probably carry something else. Like a...
Now the other question. In your world, do bags of holding look like they look in the monster manual? Like how they're described in the text in the monster manual? Or like actual backpacks?
Monster manual?
Because fun fact, in the way the art is drawn, they look like a little messenger bag, but the way they're described, they're basically giant Santa sacks.
No, in this particular world, the bag of holding looks like a coin pouch, and somehow your entire arm fits into it, and anything you put in there cartoonishly fits whenever you try to pull it in and out.
Nice.
Fantastic.
That's what she said.
So it's probably like about the size of what you would consider a standard dice bag, and just a standard little like small dice bag, coin pouch sized bag.
So what you're telling me is Erica needs to get an
I
umbrella.
feel like that's kind of
Exactly like that. Exactly like that.
I was thinking the big purple one, the like Crown Royale size one.
No, that's a little big. No, it literally looks like a tiny coin pouch. And for some strange reason, you're like, oh, let me go get this, and your whole arm fits into it, and you're pulling out like ridiculous. Yeah.
Oh my God! It's Hermione's bag.
Yes.
From Harry Potter. Yeah.
Yes.
So you're telling me Erica needs to get one of those, and she needs to get an umbrella that she can fly with, and she could just Mary Poppins everywhere.
Oh my God! Yes.
Mary Poppins, bitch.
Mary Poppins, y'all.
However, if we are getting
Different
these,
character, Scotty.
if we are getting these and they're that small, we might want to just keep them on our person so that we can quickly retrieve stuff from them instead of having to go to backpack to get them. Since a lot of times backpack stays up combat anyway.
I'm not sure how expensive they might get.
What does it say they are on the DMG for standard price?
They are considered uncommon. An uncommon ranges from 500 to 4,999, right? No?
No, 101 to 500.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh.
I checked because it's the only thing we can afford. We can only afford uncommon because we only have 500 gold.
Yeah, the bags of holding are 500.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and blow all my.
Do you think I can get the bag of holding for them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get you a bag of holding.
Sweet.
Coby slips.
You don't have to subtract any of your money. Erica just buys one for you.
Coby slips her a coin pouch of 50 platinum.
She throws it back at him.
And he throws it back. No, I insist.
Sorry, I'm not doing this with you right now.
I catch it and take it.
Okay.
Dex save?
Save. Should it be a check?
Or
Sleight of
check,
hand.
Dex check,
Maybe
whatever it is.
maybe sleight of hand.
Oh, sleight of hand. There we go. Yeah, that works.
So I'm not resisting the call of the platinum.
No, that's what Hazel's trying to do.
21.
21? Okay, you catch it. In the middle of their tossing it back and forth, you easily grab it and just put it in your pocket.
So that's 50 platinum? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. So you're like, no, mine.
Ooh. You may also go looking for the quiver one, the quiver of Alania, which I guess in this world is just the efficient quiver. That's the one that you can have like up to 60 pieces of ammunition or something in it, and you can draw it as if it were from an actual scabbard.
Should it be like from a quiver?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so hang on.
No, it needs to
the
be
shortest compartment can hold up to 60 arrows, bolts, or similar objects. The mid-sized compartment holds up to 18 javelins or similar items, and the largest one holds up to 6 long objects such as bows, quarterstaffs, or spears.
So you got the bat belt, is what you're telling me.
Oh my god, yes.
Excellent.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
If it's in the same range as the other one, then yeah.
And if it's the full 500, I'm fine with that too.
Yep, it's the full.
Cool,
500.
I'm broke again.
As long as we're magic item shopping, is there like a pair of winged boots around somewhere?
Is that an uncommon thing?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, yeah.
Jesse has to always have those wing boots, you know, man.
Innate
No.
fly speed helps so much.
Yeah, there is.
Okay, that will be her pick for her 500 loot.
Yep, it's 500.
Okay.
Do you
Oh,
have to
hey.
attune to those? You do have to attune to those, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
But I don't think I have any other things attuned right now.
No, nobody does. I just wanted to make sure that was one of the attuned ones.
Oh, hey, there's this perfect cube of adamantine that's worth 50 platinum. I wonder if anybody has a coin sack that could possibly purchase it.
Not me. I spent mine, yo.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you speak. Do you need this platinum or this adamantium?
Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it would help us later in future endeavors.
Okay, I'll buy it.
He's trying to pay her back to. He's trying to pay her back to be nice. And you just steal it. He's like, fine, I'll just spend it on actual stuff then.
All right, you can add.
I mean, she wants you guys to be equipped so you guys can help her.
I'm just gonna put 500 gold worth of adamantium,
Yeah,
which I think is like a weapon, maybe.
maybe.
That is
Yeah.
a couple bullets for me. 5 bullets. Yeah, do it.
Oh god, only 5?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah, in Xanathars, it's they actually gave the price finally. Adamantium weapons, it's plus 500.
Wow.
So that works.
Oh, shit.
I could make you 10 bullets. The biggest waste of adamantium ever, but I could make 10 bullets for 500.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not gonna trade anything, no.
Say that again?
Including my heart. Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the way they work, yeah.
All right. Does anyone else have anything they need to shop for?
Nothing I can afford.
Just food, equipment, stuff, lights, torches.
If we
Ready to head out.
If we shop too long and it gets dark, Coby's gonna be shopping for love, and he's going back to that Egyptian place, and he's like going to talk to some like high elf chick in a red dress or something. Who knows?
Oh boy.
You don't feel as though you have time for that since everyone else seems to be done with their shopping.
No.
Okay,
Coby
good.
might have time.
And Erica is looking at you like she's gonna like hit you in the back with a dagger.
That's reasonable.
Yeah.
And you get your supplies and everyone's ready to go. So you begin your long venture. And a week-long journey takes place. You don't seem to have any ventures into the dream realm during this time.
I will say that
Something-
first night before we go to sleep, I will sort of gather the others and be like, should we mention the whole we might vanish thing to our new friend?
Yeah,
Vanish?
I don't know. I don't know what happens when we go to the dream world.
You'll
I don't
go
know what
back to my
happens our
quad car.
bodies.
I was gonna say, did we load the mirror in here or not?
We
did
should
not.
have.
We did not.
That's one of the reasons I wanted to buy a bag of holding so we could bring it with us.
Mirrors in the quad car.
Did the car
It's
fit in the
attached
back
to
of holding?
Can I like with the car? Can I do like the?
The car can't fit in the bag of holding. The car
Batman-
could probably fit in the airship, though.
Can I do like the Batman Robin thing where I go and just like 50,000 plate shields come on and no one can get in it?
No, but nobody can start it because you're the only one with the key.
Close enough.
Most of the other quad cars don't have keys, so a key would be a very strange concept for people here. A lot of them are just push button. But yeah, the quad car actually fits in the airship. Erica could just pick it up on the way there.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Okay. She flies over top of it, and a big clawed arm kind of comes down from the airship and grabs the quad car and picks it up pretty easily. And she uses the controls as if she spent her lifetime mastering picking things up with the strange claw and moving them around.
The claw.
It's like now I want to take her to an arcade.
Yeah, you think she would be really good at those machines you've seen in some of the gambling houses that have a claw that picks up a small fluffy animal.
Little do we know, her room is just filled with them.
Probably.
But she picks up the quad car with a deft amount of skill and begins operating the controls of the airship. Coby, these controls look kind of complicated. You think you might have to study them if this is going to be your airship after she's done with it.
She'll like say like, turn that valve like 2 degrees to the left, and if you turn it 3 degrees, we'll explode. So be careful with that. And then make sure that you hold this back. Otherwise, we might have to retune the wiring, and I don't want to do that again because that takes forever and a day. So it's a little bumpy and it steers a little to the left, but and she'll just keep going like that for as long as you like.
If you took those 3 sections of copper pipe and just rearranged them this way, it wouldn't have the chance of exploding.
See, I try to do that, but like if you rearrange the framing of this, the whole thing just collapses upon itself.
Huh.
It is a weird, complicated ship.
Is it the aluminum falcon?
Old.
Yes. It is the Millennium Falcon of airships.
Well, I won't touch anything, but I'm definitely going to have a look around. So for the whole week, if he's not getting lessons from her on how to pilot the ship, he is actually going around into all the... Because he's a gnome. He goes into all the small little nooks and crannies and stuff, and he's checking out just the overall structure of it. He's not trying to remove anything or optimize it just yet.
This airship looks as though it was crafted by someone who had your level of intelligence or higher. Whoever made this airship knew what they were doing on a level that is almost beyond what you would have thought of initially. It's a combination of magitech and steampunk tech, and no diesel tech exists here at all. It's all steam tech and some kind of magical tech. It's very strange and super foreign to you because this magical technology is really, really, really weird. It is very dwarven. There are dwarven runes all over the inside of this place, on all of the pipes, on the wiring, and they're in some sort of strange code that you can't even really seem to understand. It's like something will be named rabbit, and you're like, rabbit. And the next thing says dog squirrel. And you're like, dog squirrel?
Not dog platypus?
Yeah, no, not dog platypus. That's somewhere else. That's in the control room on the steering wheel. So there's just weird names of things that are just all over the place that you don't quite understand why that would be written in Dwarven there. And it's mostly animal names.
One of these days, you just like probably cue scene to like Erica at the pilot spot, pulling levers and stuff.
She's like pulling levers, changing gears, like
flipping switches.
Kobe's head will just
knobs.
pop out the
just a
ceiling.
little like thing that's just like for stargazing, like the measuring the stars.
Yeah, little sextant.
Yeah.
Kobe's head will just pop out of some random compartment it's not supposed
Oh
to.
God! Don't do that.
Hey, do you got any books on this stuff?
Hold on.
This Magitech stuff.
Oh,
I love it.
well, I do have my notes in some books, but not a lot of them because this is not like, it's kind of secret. But I do have my notes in the library if you want to try to read them. But
Okay, I'll clean up and go there. Thanks. He's in like engineer outfit now. He's got like overalls and he's got like oil and stuff all over him. His hair's a mess, but he just back in.
Okay, bye.
Anyone who spends time in the library witnesses that just about everything Erica has written down almost requires several hours of translation due to her poor handwriting. It is in fact so bad, even if you speak Dwarven, you still need to read it several times to figure out what it's supposed to be.
Right.
Good way to protect your notes.
And there is a particular book in the library that none of you know how to read.
Not even
Not
the
that
nuns?
it's written in a foreign language. It's written in Dwarven, but it's written in a way that you don't understand any of it.
Like in code?
I don't speak Dwarvish in the first place, so that's me out.
Yes, Coby. It is clearly written in some sort of code.
Okay.
You think you might have to find a cipher somewhere in order to figure out how to read this. And then your immense pulsating brain also thinks that maybe all the wiring you've seen around the ship that has strange words written on it is also part of the same cipher.
Wow. Grabs the book, into the pipes, just cartoon Tom and Jerry, just going through the pipes. He gets back to Rabbit or whatever. He tries to find it in the book.
You don't find the cipher, but picking up the book that's written in nearly incomprehensible language, Rabbit has written in the book several times in some diagrams.
Okay, well...
But it currently makes no sense to you.
He will definitely spend the whole week trying to figure out this Da Vinci Code.
You can give me an intelligence check and add proficiency.
Oh, no.
Oh, we hear you. I don't know if she can hear us.
Hi.
Hello.
Yep.
Yeah.
We can hear you and see you moving.
Hello.
Yeah, that is true.
Video froze for a second there,
Sorry.
but it's fine.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that? Intelligence saving throw? Or...
Basically at advantage.
Or intelligence check with proficiency. I
Yeah,
think
that's
you
it.
said.
Intelligence check with proficiency.
Ooh.
Yeah, really wishing that this was the character that got linguist last level and not my archaeologist bard.
Okay, 24.
Okay. You figured out how this cipher works, but you need the actual cipher paper to figure out how to read it. You get what it's supposed to be doing and what it's trying to tell you, but without the actual code page, you have no idea what it is. Clearly, that code page is probably in the library somewhere, but Erica's library has no form of organization to it at all. And in fact,
At least that you can see.
Attached all over the place. There are actual papers pinned to parts of the bookcases, over the books. Things are attached with strings to other things on pictures of stuff. It's like chaos, to say the least.
If Coby asks for help, I will help him search the library for this cipher.
Okay.
However, she would mention it might be smart to ask Erica if she knows how to read it or knows where the cipher is.
For the brief times you do actually see Coby in the library, he's probably mostly in the internals of the ship for most this week. You are. He says, well, that ruins half the fun.
Okay.
Autumn's going to be spending her time mostly in between the library and probably looking out the observation porthole and writing in her journal.
The observation porthole gives you a marvelously beautiful view of the ocean. And being this high up, it gives you a wonderful view of the sky. You can swear that the strangely pink sky looks as though there's something just beyond it. You can't quite make out what it is at night, but during the day, it looks like something else is just beyond it. You don't know what it is. You're not sure the ship can go that high, but it just looks like something is just a little bit further.
Ooh.
I would probably definitely be up there as well. I'd be spending my time. Hazel spends her time watching where we're going, and Just like getting the lay of the land, or rather probably following the stars, considering we're in the middle of the fucking ocean and can't see
The
shit.
course that you take from the Jewel of the Sands is literally almost a straight line over towards the far continent, a place none of you really want to go or have heard good stories about at all. However, Erica stays relatively close to the water, staying very, very low and very, very close to the water on her approach. The cliff face that you're approaching is stretching some hundreds of feet out of the water. It's clearly part of some mountain, and it just stretches super, super high up out of the water. Quite a distance. The waves would never reach the shore, and this would be, you would die from hitting the water at this distance, like you would be, like it's ground. But what you're heading directly towards isn't the cliff face itself. It's a giant hole that seems to be carved into the cliff face. The hole has one symbol in Dwarven written, carved above it.
Can we read what that symbol says?
Yes, it's Erica's name.
Oh. Like her given name or like her family name?
Erica Silvers. It's actually her entire name written in Dwarven, just right above the door.
I imagine she can see this from where she's piloting the ship.
Yes.
Yeah.
She definitely can.
The other thing I'm going to do.
About, or is this like weird?
You've been this far before,
Okay.
Erica. Beyond this point, though, you know that there's things in here that were well beyond just yourself.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That's the entrance. Beyond that is where the treasure is.
And you
Yeah.
park the airship inside. You go in, and it lowers down and parks, kind of hovering just above the ground, but so that the quad car is actually on the ground to take weight off of the crane, because you don't know how long you're going to be in here, and there's no sense in having the crane underweight the entire time.
Right.
So she kind of like parks the quad car on the ground, but the airship just stays floating. And then a rope ladder drops down from the side. The current area you're in has no stalactites at all on the top part of the ceiling. And for those of you at home and listening, you are going to go to a nice little YouTube channel called the Guild of Ambience. And you're going to open up their nice little ambience that they have there called Dark Ambience Cave Sounds. The rest of you who are actually gaming with us here can just click on the link I've shared in the Zoom chat. So go ahead and have that playing as you enter the cave. A nice little ambience going on there. Again, that is the Guild of Ambience channel, and it is Dark Ambience Cave Sounds D&D Tomb, 45 minutes. And you can just loop it, because we're going to keep that buddy going most of the time we're in this. Now, if you're using a computer for this sounds and not your phone, then you're at an advantage over some of the people who are just using a phone, because I will have you open multiple YouTube tabs at some point in this venture.
I went to check their YouTube channel. They don't have any copyright stuff on it, but I'm still not going to play it. I was debating it.
We're going to give them credit, but yeah, let's just let people play it on their own time.
Yeah.
This cave has obviously two ways to go. One, that way, 200 feet to your death in the ocean. Or that way, which leads to a elaborate staircase that goes 2 paths going up and 1 path going down. The paths that go up seem to just go up to a balcony above where the ship is parked.
Yippee! Kersploosh. Oh, never mind.
So Erica, I know I'm pretty sure you expected to find traps in here. Do you expect to find any creatures, any guardians or anything like that? Cool. I'm gonna.
It's just like she brings out like a notebook full of like pictures of like blurry shots of like things that she's doodled, and like there's a reason why I could not do this alone.
What kind
There
of
are-
I
creatures
probably
are
should have
going on?
asked you about this prior week, wondering
You
what
actually
we're
have
into here.
2 pictures that you can show them, 2 photos
Right.
that you can show them that your grandfather took using a dwarven camera.
Yes. I imagine it's like really old, tiny kind of camera.
Yes.
The
It's
tripod.
a black and white photo of
Like obscures camera kind of thing going on. Like, yeah.
She pulls out like from this notebook that looks like papers are crammed from every direction into some random space. She pulls out a strange square that looks like a elaborately made picture, almost real. And it looks like it's a picture of some like large-sized metal automaton that has like wires and things coming out of it, and one of its hands is a big hammer, and the other hand looks like an anvil.
Okay, cool.
And it's standing next to a dwarf. The
Yeah.
dwarf is standing next to it, kind of like with a happy face and a thumbs up.
That's my grandpa. I assume.
Cool. How big does it look compared to the dwarf? Like people size, or like big, or like human size, or
the
like bigger
dwarf-
than human
The
size?
dwarf looks almost the same size as Erica, which is how tall are you, Erica?
Well, meaning the automaton.
I'm like 4 something.
Okay, so the dwarf looks like 4 something, like Erica is. The automaton
4 foot.
looks like 11 foot something,
Cool. All right. Sweet.
roughly.
Are you-
Did
did you guys
There's
get
gonna
off?
be a lot of interesting things down there, so you better
you
be
said you had-
prepared.
You said
But-
you had another photo, right?
Yes. Hold on. Let me. Is it a link?
She digs through the book and pulls out another dwarven photo of what looks to be a metal dog. Is a dog completely made out of metal and gears and little like wiring and things running around in it. It looks just like a dog. Only its teeth look like a bear trap and not like dog teeth.
Oh.
How dare
It
you?
sure barks a lot.
Is everything in this cave some kind of a construct like that?
How dare you, Blake? You know my PTSD with construct dogs.
This is actually asking Erica.
Oh.
Like, is everything in this cave made out of like metal?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Uh,
Yes,
Okay.
I mean, my grandfather went a little crazy at the end, and made a lot of traps that are really scary. And he kind of sullied his own name. So I'm trying to make sure that everybody knows how great he is. And yeah.
Her description sounds very akin to what you remember hearing about a certain pirate you killed a while ago. It sounds exactly like the dwarven disease gold fever.
Yes.
So, the robot dog.
The airship
How
stopped.
big does he look?
Looks like dog sized.
Yes,
Like
good one.
rat terrier sized, or like
No.
German shepherd?
Yeah.
On a scale
Okay.
of chorizo to Scooby Doo.
Not quite Scooby Doo.
German
Not
Shepherd.
that big. But German Shepherd sized.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Ouch.
But the face has that like round, perfectly round shape to it, like a mechanical bulldog's would, because the mouth looks like a bear trap.
Nice. Erica, any helpful like vulnerabilities or weaknesses that would help make our endeavors here a little faster?
Rolled up
You
newspaper.
do know that everything in here, Erica, is made in a dwarven craft. It is not quite mechanical, and it is not quite steampunk. It is a combination of both. But that just means that it can be broken like any living thing.
Hit it
Right.
hard. Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
eat it until it dies. Okay.
It's robots. Scary robots.
Okay.
You hear somebody.
Yeah, it's like mechanical machines that like you're from Backpack.
Like here. Like Pepeck.
Yeah. That's a
Okay.
robot.
I heard something about automatons as Coby comes sliding down the ladder. I heard the engine stopped. I'm assuming we're here.
Yeah,
Well-
I was just talking about the robots. Where have you been?
Oh, here and there. He looks and probably smells like he hasn't bathed or changed his clothes in a week.
Ew.
To the rest of you, he pretty much smells like oil, like motor oil.
Oh, okay, then she likes that.
Like he's covered in motor oil.
I was about to say, it's probably not that bad because the motor oil would probably mask everything else.
Yeah, no,
I was
you pretty
gonna
much
say.
only
Just
smell
kinda
motor oil.
like-
You're pretty sure he's sweaty and dirty and probably stinks otherwise, but you can only smell the motor oil.
His hair is slicked back.
She like
Clearly
pulls
with-
out another handkerchief and she gives it to him, and she's like, "You got like things all over this."
He goes to wipe just a little bit and it's just like solid black. It's like, ow. Whoops.
I pull out a knife, scrape it off.
Ah, yes, like the ancient Greeks.
What are we doing?
He's covered in oil. He's glistening.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Hot.
It's good for the hair.
Recommendation: we should prepare for combat if we are going down the stairs.
Correct.
Yeah.
The
So
balcony does not appear to be hostile. In fact, if we needed a place to rest, the balcony may be a safe place.
When Coby gets filled in on the stuff, he's like, oh, are these like more like golems then?
They're robots.
In my language, robot means slave.
Erica, did your grandfather happen to have any maps of the cave system?
That's quite an odd coincidence.
You know that the only maps of this cave system were destroyed when he went crazy.
Unfortunately, he went crazy, and I couldn't find those maps, and I've been trying to redo them, but like I can't get far enough by myself because I don't have the power to do so.
I have the power.
Okay.
okay.
Anna's
so
going to scoot back up the ladder of the airship and grab her cartographer's tools.
Okay.
So she's going to come back down and she says, well, okay, I'm going to go ahead and try and map these out while we're traveling.
I'm gonna suggest. I think we need light. I know Hashke and I can't see anything without light. I feel terrible. I can't remember whether Anna is a human or
She's a tiefling.
half
Yeah.
elf or tiefling. Yeah. Okay. So basically, just me and Hashke can't see shit.
She'll pull up like
However, I was thinking I
helmets
could,
with like lights on top of them, and she'll give them to both of you. You just press the button, and then
Cool.
the light shines.
I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna put it in my pocket and I'm gonna put on my goggles of my night goggles. And I'm like, and I can sneak ahead a little bit, see what I can see, and report back to you guys.
I'm gonna tap her on the shoulder and say, you do know I can see out twice as far as you can in the dark, right?
Can you see as well as I can?
I mean, I have double
Okay,
sight.
fine, then let's go.
Yeah, I'll come with her.
Okay.
The camera
Rogue, I have one thing, dudes.
I'll change my clothes and suit up, I guess.
That's probably smart, considering you're like, oh, I guess, yeah, we're going into the dungeon. Maybe I should get into my armor.
You got-
Backpack assists you in putting on your
Please
armor.
wear clothes, you weirdo.
So your armor doesn't shoot out your ass anymore and gets on you?
Hmm.
No.
Should see a doctor for that.
He's covered in so much oil, he looks like a seal. As he just like, you're like, oh no, it's overalls and stuff.
I was gonna say, does he just like wiggle his way into the armor suit now? Just like a grease pig?
I mean, I could have taken that feat, but no, I didn't. Squat nimbleness.
So with Backpack's assistance, you get the armor put on while Hazel and Anna scout ahead. Hazel, Anna, give me some perception checks.
Okay.
Hazel, you already passed.
Oh, come on. Okay, thank you, because I rolled a 4.
Your passive is enough to already pass everything that I will mention unless I state otherwise.
Okay, well, I got a 14.
Okay. You don't see anything, but Hazel stops you.
Mm-hmm.
You get stopped by Hazel as you almost step on a pressure plate.
Oh.
Thieves' tools.
The most OP thing ever, Hazel sense. Forget true sight.
It's
Yeah,
the rules.
Batman.
Like, it's a thing.
No, it's legit, and that's fine. You
Expertise
see-
plus the observant feet, guys. Like,
I-
damn.
I know.
You see that the pressure plate is clearly going to trigger something above you. You can't quite see what it is. The cave ceiling goes beyond your dark vision goggles.
Okay.
How far can you see, Anna?
120 feet.
Okay, you can see that the ceiling has a rather large, spiky-looking thing coming from it right above where she stopped you and said there's a pressure plate.
Does it look like it's a crusher plate or like a
It looks
swing
like
trap?
it goes the entire length of the stair that you were going to step on and is covered in large spikes, like a giant spiky door.
I'm gonna.
I'm just
lean over
remembering the big blocks in Mario that just come down and smash you.
the
Yeah.
wall. Yeah,
It kind of looks like the bottom of a thwomp.
there you go.
Okay.
So I'm gonna lean over and whisper to her. It's like, can you disable this?
Certainly gonna try. You might want to back up just in case. Wait, was she about to step on it, or did she
almost
step
put
on
her
it?
foot on it when you were like, "Whoa!" And you
Okay,
know.
then I'm gonna try and disable
Yeah.
it, but I'm gonna say you might want to back up just in case.
And she will.
You go up the stairs a little bit,
And
and Hazel gives me a
thieves'
what
tools
is that?
check, I guess.
Yeah.
That would
dexterity plus proficiency.
if she's
Yeah,
proficient with tools, yeah.
That's a 17.
Okay, you're like, and you think you almost got it, and you hear, click.
Shit.
And I'm gonna yank her back out of the way.
Okay. With Anna's assistance, you get pulled backwards as a giant metal wall goes and drops in front of you, and then slowly begins to roll back up. You hear the gears in the wall kind of.
Do we want to keep going quickly while it's resetting, or do we want me to try again?
You think that if you made an athletics check, you could jump over that particular stair and not step on the pressure plate.
Oh, well then we'll just do that.
You think, however, if you failed that athletics check, you're going to step on it, and then it would go off again.
We're
Yeah.
not very far into the cave, right?
Nope,
No.
you're 3 stairs down.
Okay.
You think this might have been what stopped Erica before.
Okay. I'm gonna tell Hazel to hang on just a second. I'm gonna run back out to the rest of the group. And I'm gonna holler, Erica.
Yes.
Erica,
Yes.
do you have anything like glowy paint, like stuff that like cave moss or something that lights up, even just a little bit?
Actually, yes, you do.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Hold on. And she'll pull it out.
I should have gotten a Dungeoneer's
Like-
pack while we were there at
Like a
town.
little like
You can borrow
like a little capsule of it. She's like, here you go. It's like a little pen with
Cool. Thanks. And she's gonna run back down and.
Okay.
Whoop.
Should we come with you or?
No, not yet. No. We almost got squished, so it's not safe yet.
Okay. All right.
Squished
Okay.
sounds like that first trap that you accidentally set off and almost got killed by.
Yes. Yeah.
I can't remember what the next trap was.
Just be careful.
Wow,
We're trying.
wow, I don't even have the lower chassis on yet, and you almost died.
So
As
go
I'm
back
assuming
with
this happened
the-
within
with the
5
pen.
minutes of my 10-minute putting on armor.
Yeah, my grandfather was a genius at all accounts, even when he was crazy. So,
I'll hand
So
her the glowy pen and say, "Here, you can use these to mark our no touch zones."
I will do that. I feel like there is a decent chance that we could trigger it again. So I'm gonna go ahead while you're standing here and hopefully can yank me back again. If I trigger it again, I'm gonna try
I
again.
will- Okay, I'll ready that
Okay.
action.
All right.
Roll better, dice. Roll better. That's not better. That's worse. That's a 14.
Yoink.
Okay.
Stomp on it.
Fuck,
And
fine.
Yoink, slam, and reset.
I guess
Try
we're
again.
jumping over it.
Okay.
you stomp on it in frustration.
Yeah, because there's nothing I can do. I can't make myself better at this in any way.
All right. Jump over it.
I'm waiting for the others so that I can tell them what we're.
Oh, I thought we were gonna
looking
stop
at.
it.
Now that you've been staring at this thing long enough, you do notice there's a dwarven rune on it.
Do you read Dwarven?
No, I don't.
I don't either.
There's two people you know back in the group that do.
Yeah, we'll wait for
The
them to
dwarf
come
that
ahead.
came with you and Coby.
Doop-a-doop-a-doop, walking up with my armor, la la la. Oh, hey.
Kobe,
Hey,
you put it
don't
on
step on that.
backwards.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, look at this right there. There's a tag. You can see it's right there.
Yeah, so you know my name.
What? Can either of you look at this rune and tell me what it says? Don't step on the glowy thing. That's the trap.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yes, of course.
You know that it says dog, Coby. Erica, I'm going to tell you what that means.
Okay.
Coby says out loud, questionably, wolf?
What?
Oh, sorry, dog.
What? It means dog.
It's a code.
Oh. Is it a doggy door? Because there's a mechanical dog inside.
Disciple of God?
It's in the Zoom chat.
Okay. Oh.
What's a Zoom chat?
Oh, of course. And then she'll just walk up to it and say, turtle. And then, yeah.
She says turtle very loudly and then steps on the pressure plate and it doesn't go off.
I like turtles.
Coby just pulls out a scroll and it just slides down. It's a big list again.
Why
With a
did
pen.
you
With a
why
pen.
did you have to wait for me to come and tell you this? You guys have gone past.
Because I didn't see it. I saw a trap and it triggered a couple of times. And then I happened to see the rune when I was trying to figure out how the fuck to disable it. Because apparently your grandfather's traps are really freaking strong.
So
Also,
Yes,
turtle?
yes, they are.
What?
So the code that you got in this book right here is he pulls out your book from the library. Your grandfather made this?
Yes, it's our family code.
Ah, interesting.
Well, this is going to be a fun day.
Yeah, Hazel's just remembering how I told you to ask the person whose family wrote it to check for the cipher, but no, it's fine.
And Coby updates his notes for the connection between the two words.
You go down the stairs a little further, this time kind of as a group. Hazel a little ahead so she can check for traps. Hazel, you do notice another trap.
Cool.
It's a pressure plate like before, but this looks different.
Do I see any words?
Go ahead and...
We can hear all of that.
What's your passive?
Passive perception of 24. Passive investigation of 23.
Okay, your passive investigation is enough to notice it. You notice another word. This one is the same as the last. Dog, you think.
Turtle? And I'm gonna touch the plate.
You say turtle loudly and then step on the plate.
How she said it. So she said it in Dwarvish. Okay.
She said it in Dwarvish and she said it loudly.
Oh,
Not
fuck.
quietly, like she yelled it.
I would do that then.
Okay. You see Hazel yell turtle in Dwarven and then step on the plate and the trap does not go off.
Hey!
Okay.
There you go, you're learning.
Instead, the counterweight trap goes off. No.
I will, now that I'm ahead of it, I want to see what kind of trap it is so that we know coming back.
It is the exact same as the last trap.
Oh, convenient. Okay.
You go down the
wonder if
staircase
each of the
and get
traps
to
have
the
their own
bottom
number.
of this staircase. The staircase kind of goes straight down and then the bottom curves to the left just ever so slightly. And it narrows down from what was a 25-foot wide staircase to a now 5-foot wide archway. The 5-foot wide archway looks awful suspicious, Hazel, and you easily spot a spike trap that would launch out from all sides of the wall if someone were to step on the stone in the middle of the archway when they walk through. However, if you just take an extra large step, which everyone can do, they could walk right past it.
I'm gonna do that. I am, however, looking for that extra for a dwarven room, just out of curiosity.
In this particular location, your investigation does not identify a dwarven room, just a single brick that sets off a whole lot of painful-looking spikes.
I'm gonna paint on the squares around it. Don't step here.
You paint with the phosphorescent paint around it, kind of don't step here in common, and the phosphorescent paint glows easily illuminating to the rest of the party that they should not step on the brick you highlighted.
Yep. Don't step there. God,
The
I wish
whole time
somebody
Erica is gonna update her map.
Erica, this is the trap that stopped you.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, she'll whatever wherever they may be walking, you'll see her writing down notes and pulling out a small piece of paper that's folded teeny tiny and just really big and just writing stuff.
And you now see on the other side of the archway a massive semi-spherical room that looks perfectly carved from stone. In this semi-spherical room, in the center of the floor, is a giant, looks like a giant, very heavy-looking, solid metal cog.
Huh. And it's oriented up or on the floor
it's on the floor, it's recessed into the floor. You don't see anything else initially in the area, just from the doorway.
Do we see any other doors in this room?
No. Just the cog in the middle of the floor.
Okay, so it occurs to me that I know that we had talked about it. Terry, stop.
Coming out, the dog's here. Roll initiative.
I know we had talked about it in the chat before. I don't think we ever managed to get radios or anything, did we?
We did, but it has to go through backpack as a relay.
Yep.
Yeah, but backpack's with you, and I'm not.
No, but we have range.
Yeah, there's a pretty decent range.
Yeah, it would kind of ruin the point of having a radio if it didn't have range.
Yeah, so I will would use the radio to warn them about the step, and then up here there's a weird semicircle room with a cog that I don't know what it does. And I'm gonna attempt to enter the room and make an investigation check, see if I can figure out what this cog's purpose is.
Okay. As you enter the room, the floor has a very intricate pattern of squares carved into it. Some of them have words written on them, and some of them are blank.
I'm not going to step on any of them first. I'm going to check the room and look at everything that I can see first.
Okay. There appears to be a small path of the blank ones that you can see from this distance leading into the room and probably towards the cog in the middle. It's a narrow path that you could probably walk on one person at a time in a line.
I'm going to take, I don't know what I would have in my person that would be probably, if I could find just a rock or something. I don't know. How are these tunnels at all aged and crumbling, or they look perfect the day they were?
They look pretty well maintained for something that is in a mountain. A lot of the walls here seem to be carved into the wall itself. Most of the stone here is a blackened basalt kind of stone, volcanic in nature, of course, as everything in this area of Farlands would be.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to very carefully use I don't have anything longer range than I'm gonna reach out and kick one of the blank stones and then try and just roll back in case something smashes that stone.
Okay. You kind of tap it with your foot real hard and move out, and nothing seems to happen.
Okay. And then the words on these are the same sort of weird dwarven runes that say dog and cat and things, maybe?
Yes.
Okay.
Possibly. You're not sure. You don't see any of the ones that mimic the one before in here. They appear to all be the same word, but they're all written.
Okay. I'm gonna hunker down and just look and see if I recognize any of them and wait for the crew.
Okay. Nothing looks familiar, and the rest of the crew catches up to where you're at.
So what can the two of you that can read this stuff make of this?
You both know that all the word that's written on the tiles is madness.
That's comforting.
Yeah.
It says madness, but I'm pretty sure it's part of the code, as he looks over at Erica.
So what's the answering phrase? Lethargy? I mean,
Well, madness corresponds with dart trap, so just be careful. This is what
Madness equals dart
for.
trap.
This is dark. It's a dart trap.
Huh.
And you see
Okay.
this written on nearly every tile except a single line of tiles leading towards the cog.
Okay.
The
Can we
cog is some
tell-
200 feet into the room, and this room is oddly illuminated from the ceiling by some sort of glowing blue fungus.
Does the cog look like it has any runes on it from this distance?
From this distance, you can't tell. It might be. It doesn't look perfectly smooth.
Coby's gonna move forward on the tiles that don't say madness on them.
Okay. Moving along on the blank tiles, Coby makes his way towards the cog. Does anyone else follow?
He
I
treads
will.
very carefully. He's
Okay.
he's like a kid where they take like one step at a time, you know, like both feet have to be on the step before they go to the next one.
I'm right behind him.
And you make your way single file line. Who brings up the rear?
I will.
Okay. And you make your way in a single file line all the way over towards the cog. Coby, you get there first. You see a plethora of what looks to be gibberish carved all over the face of the cog itself. None of it seems to be legible or written in any discernible language. The only thing that stands out is a small panel of buttons.
Hey, don't press any of those. Well, I mean, Erica can, but
Erica, you know the sequence to push these buttons.
Garfield, really?
I press it. Go do do do.
Sounds like he wants to play too.
No, he's playing all right. He's moving furniture around.
Has to rearrange things. The feng shui is wrong.
The Erica moves up and pushes the buttons in what seems to be almost memorized fashion, and the giant cog in the floor recesses down a couple inches and then kind of turns into the floor, revealing a giant cog-shaped hole.
Okay.
This giant cog-shaped hole has a single ladder right where the buttons were that leads down. This metal ladder looks reinforced and could easily hold something as heavy as an ogre.
I'm gonna light a torch and drop it down.
I did give you a hard hat.
I don't know if it can if it can reach the bottom. Can we see the bottom? With just the
who
light
else
that she
has a
gave
hard
us?
hat?
Hashke, I think, but he's at the back of the line almost.
Clang, clang, clang. Does that count?
No.
I do look at Coby. I'm like,
I don't
I'll
think
pull
I've got
mine
one.
out and look down and see if I can see.
The hard hat does illuminate down enough to see the floor. You don't notice anything immediately on the vicinity of where the ladder goes down to. It goes down to a semicircular metal platform that looks large enough for you all to camp there if you had to.
Okay.
Coby does the Dark Souls thing where he slides down the ladder.
Okay. Coby grabs either side of the ladder and just kind of goes in a quick descent fashion. Anyone else?
I will just see down at a much more normal.
I feel like we have to go down in a line, considering there are only safe squares to stand on.
Right.
So
you go down
Coby,
in,
then Erica, then me, then.
right. You go down in a similar line to how you were getting onto the rest of the floor there. And this particular floor here, you are going to keep the dark cave ambience going, and you're going to open a nice fresh tab. And that fresh tab is going to go to, in the Zoom chat, the rest of you have the link to see here.
Now, so say if you had craptastic internet connections, which of these two video soundtracks would you prefer?
Well, if you have craptastic internet connections, I recommend playing the one I just posted that I'm going to tell you about. It is a channel called Fantasy Realm. The picture is a wizard with a goatee and a blue wizard hat holding a purple book. And the name of the video you're going to play is Tesla Laboratory Sound.
Oh boy, that doesn't sound frightening at all.
And as you get down here, and all of you are standing on the platform, you hear all of these lightning and other sounds seemingly come to life, and you feel a strange energy kind of all around you and just everywhere. And Erica, you know that the Silver Volt has activated. It is in here somewhere. You can.
Erica, what's going on?
Oh no.
That's not a response that I want to hear to what's going on.
And the electrical sounds, as well as the occasional thunderbolt, is seen in a glass tube in the center of the room. You see electricity arcing around inside of it, and then what the equivalence of a lightning bolt would be seems to generate and shoot straight downward. The room you're standing in is completely empty, except for one console right next to the glass tube.
But that lightning bolt was inside the glass tube, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Maybe this is the equivalent of the power generator. Let me check here. And he is going to investigate the controls without touching any of the buttons or levers.
Okay. Coby, you move up, and as you get closer and closer to this giant lightning tube, you feel all the metal of your armor kind of tingle, and you're not really sure if you should continue moving forward.
Oh, on that note, then he definitely would not.
I'm ignoring all the science stuff, and I'm looking for doors.
Okay. You notice that the very semicircular platform you're standing on is a door that seems to open.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Trap door underneath here.
How it opens, you don't know.
I'm gonna go investigating, looking for levers and buttons.
And by the way, when you saw Coby walk towards the lightning glass tube, you noticed sparks kind of coming off of his armor that he didn't seem to notice the closer he got to it. And he was kind of like, whoa, and stopped at some point, and you noticed the sparks kind of intensifying when Coby stopped and stepped back a little bit. Coby, as you stop, you notice looking at yourself, your armor is kind of like tingles of sparks are just moving across it constantly.
Maybe those wearing a lot of armor maybe don't go close to that thing.
Does the armor say, like, power now at 600%?
Something similar to that, yes.
Nice.
Okay, he still backs up. That's not good. You don't want over 100%.
Be careful, you might get electrocuted, and that might not end well.
I've got like my fingers all around them.
Yeah, there's a reason why it's so hard to get through here.
Haske, you want to help me look for levers for this thing?
Like, keep an eye out for anything that might be sneaking around.
Okay.
I help look for levers.
Okay. You, Haske and
I'm pretty
Hazel,
sure you're not wearing that much metal either, aside from your gun, right?
Correct.
Belt buckle.
You notice that while their metal that they have on them seems to spark a little bit, that doesn't spark nearly as much as your armor.
Good to know.
Glad we're not a party of heavy armored warriors.
You think that might be why this is built, maybe to deter people from going further.
Dwarves love heavy armor.
Exactly.
It's dwarven proof. Okay, yeah.
You
This is
move
why
towards the control panel. The control panel doesn't have any labeling on it at all. It has 3 switches.
Hey, Erica, do you know what these switches do?
Do I?
Erica, no, you don't.
I do not.
I'm like looking underneath the panel, seeing if I can see any.
Look all around underneath it and something.
Yeah.
Okay. You eventually notice that on the very bottom of the platform that the switches are on, there are 3 words written in Dwarven. These don't look as strange as the other ones.
I will attempt to read them off. It's like a weird looking H, upside down 4. Oh.
I just read what they are.
Oh, you speak Dwarven?
Made.
Oh shit. Okay.
Made in China.
Did they say Hashke?
Haske, you read aloud the words purge, down, and release.
Cool. Don't touch the purge one.
Yeah, that'd probably be a bad idea.
Crime is legal.
It was
These
purge,
words do not sound like they are in code, Erica. These are actual, just straight words in Dwarven.
I'm gonna assume that we went down, considering the trapdoor is downward. I'm gonna assume purge is a big old no. We don't want.
Let's not go down. I think only one of us can fly right now. As he looks over at Anna.
That's the thing. There's only one way out of this room, isn't there?
No, there's way up the ladder.
Oh, there's a ladder.
That's where we came down from.
I mean, yeah, but
I'm
there's a door here.
But if
Like, we have rope. We can throw down a rope.
down could mean this whole room shifts down, or it could mean the entire floor opens up and we all go down.
All right, well, if you want to go upstairs, and
Or
come back
if
down
the ceiling goes down and we get squished like a pancake.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's a trap door, and we can't find any other way to open the trap door.
Your grandpa does seem to really like those ceiling traps.
Can I like try to investigate to see if like there's any other like things like wiring that like might
Sure.
indicate what the levers do?
Give me an investigation check.
Can I assist? So I'm
Sure.
not doing much else.
Coby wants to assist, but he has to stay within 100 feet due to the
Restraining order.
yeah.
I got an 12.
Okay.
I'm
Then you
also
roll that
looking around, but
You roll that advantage.
Oh, okay. I got the same, so 12.
Okay. You don't notice any wiring or anything seeming to lead off of this anywhere else. Just these 3 switches. Purge, down, and release.
Hmm.
Does anyone do anything else?
I was looking around. I'm checking the walls for like secret doors or
Okay.
see if there's any like
Your-
hidden
Your passive is so ridiculously high, I'm not even going to have you roll. You find 4 secret doors that look dog-sized in the wall.
Oh boy! I found the doggy doors.
Be careful, there might be dogs.
Oh,
You're pretty sure that
might be
that's what that release
is.
lever does.
Release the dogs. Yeah, don't pull that one either. So I think the only safe one would be down.
Oh, okay.
We can still go up. We can go back up and go because there was the path up, but I thought that only led to like a balcony. But we can do that and then come down here and figure out what we want to do.
You remember Backpack saying that the path
Wait a
just
minute.
goes to a balcony.
So once we're in this room, how far away is it to that lever?
From the switch, the control panel to the ladder that you were just on is 200 feet.
Okay, do I think I could hold on to that ladder and shoot that lever with an arrow?
Not from that distance.
Could I just offer to float my ass over there and pull the lever?
Yeah, that could work if everyone was on the ladder.
I'd say let's wait to do that because they want to check upstairs first, but that's a smart plan.
Okay.
All right. You go back up the ladder and search the upstairs. It is definitely a large, flat, sturdy balcony. There looks to be 3 tables here. Nothing is on the tables, just looks to be 3 tables. There's also an anvil and a whetstone. That's it.
Okay.
It looks like he cleaned out the blacksmith tools he had.
I guess we're going back down.
You think this might be a camping area?
Like suitable for camping or has been used as camping before?
Both. You see a little spot in the floor where there's ashes.
Uh-huh.
Pull out a little capsule corp capsule and just camp. Just poof. I kid.
Anyway, so you go back down, and do you all stay on the ladder while Anna floats over there and hits the switch?
Coby would.
I'm gonna.
Yep.
Yeah.
Erica?
Yes.
Okay. All of you stay on the ladder, and Anna floats over there and goes, tick, and flips the switch that says down. And the hatchway that Hazel pointed out as a trap door goes and slides out of the way, revealing more ladder that goes down to the next level.
Okay, that worked out pretty good.
She's going back further down the ladder.
Would I be able to reach that ladder without getting shocked or closer to the thing?
It's the same ladder that you came down in the first time.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It just goes even further down. Now that the door has been removed, the ladder is still there in the wall.
Oh.
You go down to the next level. This room is equally the same size as the last. However, you're pretty sure this is the room that black and white photo was taken in. As you see standing on the other side of the room, an 11-foot-tall metal automaton. One arm appears to be an anvil, and the other appears to be a hammer.
Has it noticed us yet?
It looks right at you.
I'm gonna say retreat, found the robot, and shoot it.
As it looks right at you, it says, affirmation. Identify.
Erica Silvers.
Identification confirmed.
I like to think
I'm
you
gonna lower the arrow.
It stops just ever so briefly, holds up the anvil arm, holds up the hammer arm, and clangs them together. And the noise is near deafening. But the trapdoor underneath at the bottom of the ladder does the same thing.
Oh, convenient. Nice. We didn't have to fight him.
I like to think your arrow just coincidentally just like hit him in the face. Didn't even feel like it just broke. It's like
just when he smashed them together, he just startled me, and I loosed it anyway.
Fascinating. And she's just gonna take down some notes on the.
And the lightning tube is also in this room, and the lightning is continuing to burst every so often as you hear the lightning sound, the thunder in the Tesla laboratory sound effects go off. That is the lightning bolt. You can see illuminate the whole room brightly as the lightning bolt surges down the tube.
If I sort of like look, try and squint and look closer, can I see on the same? I would imagine they'd be on the same symmetrical spots as they were above. Do I see more of those doggy doors?
Yes.
Okay. Do they also have a control panel in here or no?
Nope.
Okay. Continuing down then.
All right. You continue down the ladder. The next room looks rather strange indeed. This room appears to have 5 workstations around the room. In the very center of the room, there is a large flat stone platform.
How far up is it raised?
It is only about maybe table height off the ground. And it looks as though stuff is indented into it, like there's a bunch of weird indents into it. And the tables looks as though they have a bunch of tools and looks to be blocks of stone, or maybe it's, what is that? And you kind of try to take a closer look at it. As you look, it appears to be blocks of ivory.
I'm gonna approach the weird platform.
The weird platform apparently has 5 identical, well, 5 slightly different but almost identical looking shapes in the platform, as if something could fit into them.
Hey, Erica, you don't have any keys, do you?
I don't, but can I try to use knock on it?
Might work. Do you use knock on the trapdoor?
Yeah. I just boop it. And I go.
Okay. You cast knock on the trapdoor at the bottom of the ladder, and it opens.
Oh, convenient.
I've been saying wizardry. It comes in handy.
It sure does.
After you.
Yeah, definitely. I'll climbing down the next one.
Climbing down, and it's the same kind of setup, but without the workbenches. There's a stone platform in the middle, and it's got indentations into it. You have to get closer to really see what they are.
I'm gonna do that.
The indentations look as though they would be shaped for people's hands.
They look dwarven size hands.
Nope. They look kind of generic mitten-sized hands.
How many handprints are there?
4 sets of 2.
I think this one might need 4 people to open the door. I think we have to touch them all. However, I am going to check the exterior of these walls for secret doors and see if when we open up the second door and we put our hands there, they don't open up a trap and be like, haha, you got the door open, but now there are robot dogs trying to chew you up.
You do notice 4 doggy doors in this room as well.
Okay. So there's a chance that when we put our hands there, that it'll open up the either the doggy doors or the trap door.
I can hear him now. Wow, wow.
Though maybe it's more of a protective thing, so that if only one person does it, the doggy doors will open and attack. So if we do it all at the same time, it shouldn't be a problem.
These mitts, do they look like they're more for like a big burly hands, or are they like just human-sized hands?
You think it's just a generic kind of shape, as if someone were to just kind of put their hand in there like this, with all their fingers touching together. It's just kind of a generic mitten shape. And you can see circular buttons at the bottom each hand.
Is that lightning tube in this room as well?
Yep, it's right in the center of where all those.
Coby, you stay over there. I'm gonna say all of the rest of us try it. No offense, dude, but really don't want you to turn into,
Coby's sitting at the ladder like a sad puppy.
Erica will pat you on the head.
Note to self: make another suit of armor that isn't metal.
Rubber.
It's ceramic Iron Man suit.
Yeah.
Well, he's eventually gonna have like Tony Stark, where he's got 100,000 different suits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Plastic suit.
Right.
Here we go. The Ogre Buster suit.
Yep, the Ogre Buster suit.
It shoots flamethrowers.
It's got the piston hands, which is like punch.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Yeah. And you all see that it looks like the 4 of you can easily put your hands in there and push the buttons.
We're gonna do that. I'm gonna try and time it so that we all do it at the same time.
Okay. And you push all the buttons at the same time, and you notice the cog around the ladder open, and the path down is clear.
Hey!
I give you a nervous high five.
I am not nervous about it at all.
Just like, yeah, we figured it out.
Now, these trap doors aren't closing behind us, are they?
Nope, they're still open. You can see all the way up to the very top. You can see the glowing moss on the ceiling in the domed room where all the trapped floor panels said dart trap.
Okay. I guess continue on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You move down the ladder, and the next room, you don't get very far into the room before you kind of realize that you may need to fight something. As the next room, the doors that are around the trap doors where the dogs would normally be, the doors are all open.
Oh my.
And you see in there the mechanical dogs with the bear trap shaped mouths, kind of like, and they all kind of, and their eyes glow a menacing red color as you are kind of closer to the floor.
Erica, yell your name really quick.
Erica Silvers.
They don't appear to stand down.
Cool. If they take a single step, I'm shooting one of them in the eye.
Maybe say turtle?
Sure. Yep, turtle. Just pisses them off. They hate turtles.
Okay.
That makes so much more sense now. It took me a second to remember that you said turtle in response to dog.
They're dogs. Say turtles.
2 of the dogs turn off, 2 of them don't.
Oh shit, that worked!
I rolled randomly.
Okay.
That seems like a weird system, but it might be broken, so we might have to fight them.
Turtles are the mortal enemy of dogs.
Yeah, if one of them looks like they're gonna take it, I'm gonna slowly, if not, neither of them move other than staring at us, I'm gonna continue down the ladder.
Okay.
What did I miss?
The room that they were in looks as though the very center of the room has a table on it, and the table carved from stone in that in the room is laden with looks like gold pieces.
Ooh, that looks like a big old trap. Don't touch the gold. And I'm gonna climb all the way down to the floor.
And you climb down, and it looks like, unlike the other rooms, the trap door that normally opens when you do something is already open.
Oh, okay.
So it seems as though somebody has been here before.
It sure does.
Or nobody left.
But I don't see a way. Oh. Because I was going to say, I don't see a way to close the doors behind us, so I don't know how the doors above us would be closed if they came the same way we did. But if they were coming from inside, do we want to take care of these puppies now, or because
puppies?
Ow! Wow.
they
Initiate
haven't
murder.
attacked
Rend.
us yet? But I don't really like the idea of them coming behind us. Then
Rend.
again, I don't really know how well they can navigate
the ladder.
Ladders. Yeah.
Rend
You're
on-
pretty sure, given the shape of their feet, that they can't operate the ladder.
Though if you really want.
Rending on standby.
Though I will look to Erica, who looks like she's probably having a conniption fit with trying to keep her hands in her pockets, and it's like, though if you want the gold, I am willing to kill them so that you can gather up what you want of your family's treasure.
Yes, please.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot at one of them.
Okay. You climb off the ladder, step onto the platform, and pull an arrow out of your quiver and knock it onto the bow. And the two dogs that are activated go and turn their head towards just you. And as you kind of pull it back and point it at one of them, initiative.
Yay!
Oh god, roll good. Oh, that's actually really good.
I'm pulling a puppy tonight. Ah! You got a 6?
Oh boy. Okay. Anna?
19.
Hazel?
21.
Nice.
Do you want me to roll for Hashke?
Yeah.
Okay.
He'll probably get pretty good.
Probably. He's got a pretty good dex.
He's a gunslinger, so I'd think his dex would be high. I feel like they should get improved initiative, like the advantage on the roll. Skill called High Noon.
Yeah. I knew.
He got a dirty 20.
There you go.
Wow, I thought I did good. 19.
19. Roll off with Anna.
Phew.
Unless one of you has a higher ish.
Yeah, what's your dex?
Mine is +2.
Yeah, you win.
Okay.
I got a 4
Okay.
on that dice anyway. So.
I wrote initiative for you. You got a dirty 20. We're gonna fight the robot doggos. Oh, you should have said something. I have this other one that was behind your computer.
Okay. So leading initiative is, I do believe, Hazel.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot a doggo.
Okay, you have 2 targets. Well, 4 technically if you want to shoot the ones that are turned off.
Yeah, but I've only got 1 attack, so.
Okay, you pick one at random.
1, can you not? And 2, I'm sorry, he's just like staring at me like, give me food. I'm like, I don't really have anything. I'm going to use my bonus action. I don't know if this would work on constructs, but it doesn't say it shouldn't. To use my insightful fighting. I get to make an insight check versus their deception. And if I succeed, I can use my sneak attack even without advantage.
Does it say creature, target, humanoid?
Let me check.
Go get the bell. Go get it, Garfield. He likes to play fetch.
Mm-hmm. Inquisitive. Against a creature you can see that isn't incapacitated. That, I think, covers them.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. So 21.
That hits.
That's versus their insight.
Oh,
Or versus their deception. Because if I succeed this check, then I can use my sneak attack.
you succeed.
Construct. Deception.
Now I'm going to try and hit.
Low drawns.
Oh,
They're
God
very
damn it.
deceptive.
Sure they are.
Yeah, hopefully it has low armor class.
Here they just logic bomb you.
15.
15 to hit. That hits.
Sweetle.
Beetle.
Yep. I don't know what I was going for there, but it came out that way, so I'm sticking with it.
I'm pretty sure if a Modron that wasn't rogue tried to lie to you, it would just tell you the truth in a different language.
Remember, like Fae in many legends, they don't have to lie, but they know how to word things just right. I implied. Never lied.
Well, the Fae are chaotic.
15 damage.
Okay. You land a solid shot into what looks to be some vital components. It looks pretty busted up, but not dead yet.
Hello.
So now we go to the 19s.
No, we go to Hashke at 20.
Hashke, sorry. Yeah, Hashke and then the 19th.
Yeah, because
Hashke, there's two.
One she injured twice.
All right. Okay.
Hopefully. 19 hit,
19 hits.
and then that's even higher. So
Oh.
I expect Erica just her to have
a
like
total of 27 damage with 2
Holy
hits.
shit!
2 hits.
It dies. You put 2 bullets into either of its eyes, and it stops working.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
A loud metal clunk is heard as it falls to the floor.
I was thinking Erica would just have like the perfect little triangle. She'd just ring it once, and they just stop.
Mm-hmm. All right, Anna.
So we dropped one, and there's just one other one now?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, since this doesn't seem to be this big of an issue, she's just going to go ahead and throw down 2 Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Is he just looking at a spoon with nothing on it?
It's peanut butter on it.
All right. So the first one is going to be a 25 to hit,
That's definitely a hit.
and the second one is going to be a 26 to hit.
That is also definitely a hit.
And
Oh, jeez.
okay, so there's going to be 15 force damage on the first bolt and 9 force damage on the second bolt.
Okay. It's looking pretty busted up. Coby.
I just noticed this because I went back to my tab that I had for Twitch. Oh, Jeanette's still in here. Okay, I caught her right before she left. She just gifted 500 bits, and she said, nat 1 for each player if the DM is giving out nat 20s, otherwise it's just a friendly donation. So that is up to our radio host. Uh-oh.
What was the exact wording?
Nat 20s for all the players if the DM allows it. Essentially.
Yep, you each have a nat 20.
Because she gave, she gave 500 bits and it's 100 bits per crit.
I hope I didn't break all your windows, Scotty. My Zoom just crashed.
Actually,
you're fine.
yeah, you did a little roulette, but I'll switch
Okay, cool.
everybody around. Thank you, Jeanette.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I had a blast today. I played in Jeanette's game this morning, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you'll have to see her and us in Dragon Heist.
Oh my god.
If you want to
I
see
thought you all
it,
TPK'd already.
if you want to see a
It's a good
stress.
episode. It's a good episode.
Well, actually, you can't watch it because it's possible spoilers. But eventually, you'll just see how much of a stress factory it is.
He can watch it.
Yeah, you can laugh. It'll be great entertainment for you.
I can't even watch you watching it.
It's like a YouTube channel reacting to reactors reacting to things.
I mean, they have those.
reaction to reaction videos.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That seems a bit redundant.
Look at this young kid reacting to this thing. Huh.
Not like 80% of what BuzzFeed does now.
Pretty much.
Did Anna go yet, or?
Yeah, I already had my go on this round.
Okay, I
I
was pretty
have
sure.
no idea what happened on our Inishka's our internet. I heard. That's about all I heard.
I heard less than that. Mine just went, no.
So
Everything's
did you kill
silent and then crashed.
It? Is it dead? No.
One of the two is dead. I know that.
Okay.
Yeah, the other
Oh,
one's
hell.
really badly messed up. It's Coby's turn.
Okay.
Oh.
Pew pew and a frost missile, I guess. So 2 shots from his pistol, and then 2 from the frost missile thing that's part of his armor. I like to think it's kind of like Cyborg's thing, where the hand kind of transforms into like a little cannon and shoots an
Nice.
icicle.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me get his character sheet back up. Also, welcome Dylan to the party.
Hey, Dylan.
We're fighting robo-dogs.
If you're curious, my actual dog is licking peanut butter off a spoon, so he'll shut up and be quiet.
Hooray for compliance.
Yay.
Wow. 22 for the first pistol shot.
Shit, fuck him up.
10 on the second one. I'm pretty sure that misses.
10 misses.
Okay.
22 is definitely a hit.
And then the one I'm actually accurate with, because it's based on my intelligence, frost missile. Wow. Okay, that definitely hit with a 25.
Yeah.
So let me roll damage. I'll do the frost missile first, because it does the most. Might get it with that. Maybe not. 6 cold. And
6 cold?
Yep, and
Okay.
9 piercing.
And
9
then it
piercing.
dies.
Okay.
As the metal dog falls to the ground, not even getting a chance to react. You all have killed them before they even moved.
I knew I made a right choice bringing you guys along.
There is 2,000 gold pieces on the table.
Excellent.
Don't touch anything first. I'm gonna check for traps because that definitely looks like a thief trap. It looks like the sort of thing that would lure a burglar in and then smash their face. So I'm rolling investigation or perception.
Yeah, either one.
Can I help with that?
Sure.
Hey, Erica, you're an arcanologist, or I think they call them wizards too.
Yeah.
Would you be able to detect magic? Maybe.
I don't think I have a check magic. let me check my box. Hold on.
Check your grimoire.
What's your
Okay.
investigation?
My perception was a 26.
Okay. Erica, you don't need to worry about detect magic. Just give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
26. You don't notice any traps on the table.
Okay.
I just want to make sure that this magical curse or whatever isn't in the coins or something, you know?
Ooh, that's smart.
10.
10 Arcana. The flow seems to be moving perfectly fine right here. Nothing seems to be moving like it's going into any object. So nothing here is magical.
These dice are going to dice jail.
Coby completely trusts her on that because she's definitely an expert. She's proven herself very well at being smart about stuff like that. So he's just going to trust her on that one.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I suggest we come back for it though, because we gotta come back this way anyway, I'm certain. Yeah. Unless you're worried that someone else is in here.
Hey, it's hers. Her name was on the front, right?
But like if somebody else is in here, they would have already taken whatever they wanted, I imagine.
I don't know.
I mean, there's a chance they just accidentally, I don't know, maybe some dust fell and activated them.
I suppose.
You're able to have a
Do you have
trap.
any idea what activates these things? Because I don't see a trap in here, and it's usually.
I have never been this far in.
Wait a minute, where's the door in here? Is there like another trap door in the floor?
Nope.
That's when we realized the ladder went up and closed us in.
Mm-mm.
And that's
I'm gonna
when
start.
they realized they fucked up.
I'm actually gonna start looking for doors, and if I find the ones that the dogs came out of, I'm gonna point it out to Coby and be like, "Hey, do you want to go check and see where these assholes are coming from? Since at least the ones on this floor aren't coming out of the doors again."
Oh. Okay. Why?
Because you're the only one small enough to fit in there.
Oh,
You don't have to go far. Just look in.
Just because I'm the
saying.
small one, I have to go into the tiny little cramped areas.
I mean, I do it as well, but it's going to be a lot harder for me to get out of there quickly than it would be for you, buddy.
Okay. I'm just pulling your leg. And he goes. He does like a punch to your shoulder, you know.
A Tony Stark.
Is he
Tony
always
Stark.
like this?
What's your strength in the armor?
15.
Oh, jeez.
That's without the armor. I do not have the strength mod.
Dang, Coby's ripped!
And
I'm
you
a tough
move over to
boy.
where the dogs are, and you see that the dog is dead. There's oil in there, leaking from the dog, and that there's like a door behind where the dog is. It looks like the other trap doors.
I was expecting probably just like muffled and like echoing through the little small spot I'm in. I expected it just to be just big enough for this thing to fit in. But apparently there's another door on the other side. Looks like it opens to one of the other trapdoors.
It's probably where they're all coming from. Maybe
It's
like
probably a connected system of dogs. Interesting. It just like makes another note, like there must be like some sort of hive.
we just lose Coby in the tunnels filled with dogs.
Coby crawls backwards back out, and he takes the dog with him, if he can.
Okay. You pull the large robot dog out. A trail of oil gets drug out with it as it's still leaking oil.
Wait a minute, you found this one inside the door?
No, it's the one you killed.
Oh, okay.
He just like, you hear like all of his fingers crack and stuff as he does this. And he pulls out his tinker's tools and he starts getting into work. And he's kind of like a surgeon with anatomy. You know, he like opens it up.
This is unlike any design you have ever seen ever. You see no power source anywhere in this dog. The oil apparently seems to be there for lubrication for some of the moving parts. All the joints seem to be well lubricated with the oil that now is done leaking out all over the floor.
Oh.
And there's no battery anywhere in here at all.
The power must be coming from somewhere. You think maybe the magic it's getting through is remote? Maybe it has something to do with the glass tube lightning, he says as he's just like half mumbling to himself, half
Most
saying
likely
it to
magic!
Well, yeah.
You know, magic, techno magic. It's just kind of.
Magitechnomancer?
Yeah.
A technomancer, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Would that be a bard?
I sent you a message in the Zoom chat.
That's what we need in Retroverse, a technomancer, and they're actually just like a DJ.
Oh, well, I suppose that it could possibly be powered by the big lightning thing, as you know, wirelessly generated energy.
It's completely made of metal,
This
correct?
could be if I can get the one of those. If I can get the schematics for this, we can possibly power a whole city like this. Wouldn't that be amazing?
Or if it got in the wrong hands, it could turn into a super weapon. He goes to check.
I suppose.
He Buzz Lightyears, and he has like his forearm thing like just open up like a little hubcap, and he's just like looking at the stats on his armor. Does it look like I've used any of my diesel at all? Or does it look like it's being powered remotely by something else?
Something is giving you energy, and your suit's not using any diesel.
Okay, this just got interesting. Closes the hatch on his forearm.
The coils in your suit that are powered by the diesel are running on their own. Something is generating electricity, and you're not plugged into anything.
This is
It's most likely the silver vault.
It seems like it's powering things that are of magnetic kind of stuff. I don't know. He would say a lot smarter words, but he's pretty much going with it seems like
Multimodal
metal.
reflection sorting.
Yeah, pretty much. He pretty much he has the theory that like the lightning goes to metal, and then that's what powers it.
I will mention that if you want to use it to power a city, that you can't get within a distance if you're wearing heavy metal armor.
They just have changed the frequency. The
Of
hertz.
course, but you would.
What?
There's,
This guy.
but if you, I would have to work on it, and I would have to recalibrate it. I think that it's meant to have its own protection ring around it. So I suppose that, and then she'll just go off like that for a little bit and just say ring.
There are some technological ranting going on between Erica and Coby as
And
they
he's like still in the hole, and she's just yelling.
back and forth.
He's yelling
Oh, no,
back,
he
but it's
came
not
out.
like
He
angry yelling at each
let
other.
himself out.
They're just like both excited, I guess.
Yeah, they're both having micro nerdgasms as they share their information about what they suspect is happening.
As
As I have yet
None of
to,
the rest of you really understand any of it.
as I have yet to find any secret doors, I'm going to ask Hashke and Anna to help me scour this place for some kind of clue as to where we go from here.
Oh, the ladder still goes down.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. I
There
thought there
just
wasn't
wasn't-
another.
No, there just
Oh,
wasn't a
okay.
trap door. You could have
Oh,
bypassed
okay.
the whole floor.
Oh shit. Okay. Then I guess I'm gonna at least head on down and peek and see what's below.
Okay. You climb down a little bit and kind of look around. The next floor appears to be illuminated, not just by the lightning blasting in the center of the glass tube, but by strange lights that are lit up along the outside of the wall. These lights glow a bluish color, and there is definitely something else in this room.
I can't determine what it is though.
It's something else is here, but you can't quite see it.
Psst, Anna.
Hmm?
Come look at this. See what you see.
Okay.
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. Ooh, good. 22.
Something in this room is manipulating flow in an illusionary spectrum.
Okay. I'm guessing the flow doesn't give away their location.
Nope. Just that something is manipulating the flow using illusion magic.
Okay.
What is it?
Something hiding.
I mean,
Something
clearly.
illusory.
Oh, that's different.
What if it's using illusionary magic to make you think that you're seeing illusionary magic? When in fact, there's nothing there.
You do see in this room, other than the just emptiness of it, in the very center, there is a single podium with something on it. From this distance, you really can't see it, even though the room's illuminated. And the glowing blue lamps that are along the wall are making like a really kind of loud, like kind of like droning sound, like old lights used to do. And you like I said, you get the feeling something is here, but you can't see it. And there's a whole lot of broken statues everywhere.
Okay.
Broken statues. What kind of statues?
Very lifelike looking statues.
Made of stone.
Yeah. Very
Have I
lifelike stone statues.
Have I ever heard of anything like this? Something that can maybe be invisible or hide really well and turn things into stone?
You've
does stone
heard
statue
things can turn things to stone. You haven't heard of invisible things that can turn things to stone.
Okay. I'm gonna say, Anna, if you hear anything, yell. Don't look at it though, I guess. And I'm gonna climb back up the ladder. Hey, Coby, you got any oil or something? I think there might be something downstairs that's invisible.
I have some.
He pops up and his suit's covered in oil as he's just like in the middle of this dead dog where there's oil everywhere.
That's really unsettling.
Erica is like on the other side of him, and she's like, "Oh, turn that thing."
But instead of it looking like I rendered myself out of it, it looks like there's a clean cut hole where the pieces are actually organized on the ground.
It's still weird.
Erica also has a bottle of it that she hands you.
Cool. I'm like, cool. So if we see it, I'm gonna slash it. I think it might be able to turn people into stone. So if you see something down there, maybe don't look at it, but we might be in for another fight. I don't know whether it's a trap or a monster, though.
Right.
You don't have anything that can stop illusionary stuff, right? I mean, you're a wizard. I don't know what you can do.
As far as I
know, if you had the spell magic, you might.
I do not have the spell magic.
Then no, you don't.
I'm sorry. I can only find things.
Zebediah sneezes and Jolt.
So this oil that I have, it's just like yay much. It's not like enough to coat the. No, these rings are freaking huge.
Yeah,
okay.
It's a flask of oil.
Okay. So whenever you guys are ready, I feel like we should deal with the next room together. Because, like I said, we might be in for a fight, and I don't want you to be knuckle deep in dog parts when we're getting murdered.
Okay, I guess we'll pause here for now as he takes out like the eye receptacle and just puts it somewhere nice and neat.
Yeah. Erica in the middle of her diagram, she's like, oh, okay. Right, focus.
Kind of bored, Hazel is going to go further back down the ladder and look and see if I can get a better, clearer view on what these statues are.
Give me a perception check.
Wow. Oh, that's pretty damn good. That's hang on, math. 27.
27. Those look incredibly lifelike.
Like
my
dwarves?
God, those statues are just either the finest crafted statues ever, or gulp, something turned them to stone.
So,
yeah,
like the Roman one where it's like that one chick and she's got like the silk dress on and it actually looks like a silk dress, but it's all just marble.
Yes.
But do they look like they were humans, or like they would look like dwarves or constructs, or?
There's all sorts kind of mixed in there. There's a busted stone petrified warforged. There's a busted dwarf. There's a couple busted Goliaths. There's a couple bunch of busted humans. A busted elf.
Okay. I'm gonna climb back up. It's like, well, I think I know who might have opened the door, and also why they didn't take the gold. There's a shitload of bodies downstairs.
Coby looks down. Wow, they look stoned as fuck.
oh dear.
Oh, sorry. Excuse my Elvish.
I can't believe you said fucking Elvis.
I can't believe Elvish has a word for that.
That's something you learn very quickly.
We have 5 words for that, but nobody ever talks about them.
That's something you learn very quickly when you want to engage with the elven ladies.
There's 5 words for it, but none of them mean fucking the way that we mean half the time.
Right.
I like to think Coby knows a few keywords, but they're only for like very like, hello, I am a hot man or something. It's just for like every language for every species.
Yeah. It's like trying to pick up Elvish girls. It's like, you have my bow.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe you have my sword.
Well,
I mean,
depends on the shape.
Yeah, it curves.
Anyway,
have you heard of those elvish swords?
Curved swords.
Why is that still funny? Okay, so what's the marching order for us going down here? Or is Anna still down there? Or
first off, do you think there's any metal part on that metal dog that's reflective enough that we could use it like a mirror? Or do any of you have a mirror?
I would leave it up to the universe.
Yes. Would I have a mirror?
Anybody who has a Dungeoneering pack, I think, should have a mirror. I think the Dungeoneering pack has it, but I was stupid and I didn't think to grab it.
I believe
I
Anna
have
said
an
she had.
engineering pack, but I don't see a mirror listed in the breakdown for it.
Oh shit. Okay.
I rolled randomly. No, you do not have one, Erica, and no part of the dog's reflective. No.
Okay.
Dang it.
Coby doesn't have the mangled spyglass with him anymore either. That's on the airship, and he gave it to Erica.
Ah, shit. That's right.
Wait, did you give it to me?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah, so I would have it on me.
That would be like a lens. It wouldn't be a mirror, but
yeah.
something.
Excuse you. You're being rude.
He's just like going through his inventory, and he pulls out a little pink umbrella.
Do
And he like
you
opens it and then closes
Terry.
Would there be any like silver material inside of the dog that we can put behind the glass of the magnifying glass to make a mirror?
I have a silver
That's how
dagger.
mirrors used to be made.
You think the silver dagger that she has might be polished enough to do that?
I forgot about it until you mentioned something silver.
Because that's how mirrors are made. Well, it used to be made with silver in the back on a glass.
Mhm.
I was thinking that too, but we don't really have any way to melt it, which is why I was like,
Well,
I can play my mixtape.
duct tape it together.
On fire.
Gotta roll tape.
No, I got it.
A roll tape, and instead of like the horrible like noise, it's just like quack quack. Okay, we got a duct tape.
So yeah, I guess I'm gonna enter the room first, and I'm gonna look around and I'm trying to look at the room and the reflection on the dagger.
Okay. Using the dagger to kind of like look around the room. When you look at the room through the reflection of the dagger, you don't see anything in the room at all. Just the button.
It's illusionary.
I could try and shoot the button from the ladder.
You could. It's a large button right in the middle of the pedestal, which you can't see from here for some reason. But you can see it in the reflection. You think if someone were an ace marksman, they could use the mirror from the silver and shoot over their shoulder at it, maybe?
Everybody slowly looks over at Hashke.
29.
29? Okay.
I'm like trying to figure out, be like, okay, you hold it, and Husky's just like, fuck this.
I like to think he just used a silver coin too. Like he just outplayed it even more so.
Yeah.
Or just take one glimpse at the mirror.
Yeah. Hashke looks at your mirror once and fires
Oh.
seemingly blindly and hits the button and the door opens.
Convenient.
Damn. I'm gonna change your nickname from Salty to Deadeye.
Oh yeah, that
It was
reminds
quite impressive.
that reminds me. I don't think I gave these to you. Catch. And you see, Coby throw some Hashke. 30 silver
Are they?
bullets.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
If I remember correctly, I was making those for you, and I just forgot to give them to you.
Because we were fighting a werewolf.
Yep.
Yes.
I think I got a message from Blake at some point that I got 50 silver arrows.
Yes.
Yes, you did.
We
When
got a lot of silvery stuff.
Yep. You got silvery stuff when you were fighting the werewolf.
I feel like there needs to be an NPC called Sarah Silverton.
I'm
Yeah.
going to
No promises.
if you guys want to check what's down the ladder afterwards, I kind of want to wait and see if I can hear this thing moving. Because it occurs to me that if it's invisible, it won't matter if I have the silver mirror. So I'm just going to kind of wait and listen and hope I hear something moving.
You think you do, but you're not entirely sure.
If I do locate object on it, would it work?
Does everyone go down the ladder to the next room, or do they stay and kind of wait like Hazel does? Because the way down to the next one is open.
I see Hazel
I'm like, I
hesitate.
don't.
And I'm like,
I don't know if...
I think we should keep going.
Uh-oh.
Let's pause this second.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's fine. I just 3/4 of our group was muted, and I was like, okay, let's wait.
Yeah, Kevin heard the dog barking, and I heard the door open. I'm like, is everything okay?
All right, so you move down the ladder to the next room. The next room is almost looks like a mad scientist's laboratory. There are all sorts of different potion tables, alchemical tables, tinker tables, all sorts of other things down here. There's a forge that appears to be powered by molten lava. There is there are several other types of forges around the room as well, and many other types of devices that seem to be powered all on their own.
I immediately put both arms out to clothesline the Coby and Erica and be like, don't touch anything yet.
I do like the thing to Coby where like you grab somebody's arm and you slap it like.
Kobe's a foot shorter than your clothesline, so he just walks underneath it.
I know how tall you are. I wouldn't grab you.
She follows.
Your face runs into Hazel's hand as you attempt to move past her, going, "Don't touch it."
But my nerdometer is going up like crazy.
Okay, it can do it from over by the ladder. I'm gonna go and check for traps.
Okay, you look around the room, and there looks to be a clear path of tiles on the room that move around to each of the stations. And this clear path has words written on it in Dwarven.
What do those words say?
Huh? What?
Look down, genius.
It looks really similar to the thing you saw before.
In the gear room.
So just walk on the ones that don't say anything.
There are ones that don't say anything.
Seems kind of inconvenient to have traps here in the middle of the workstation, but then again, you did say he was crazy.
That's why I'm cautious.
Maybe he installed them later when he stopped.
Because like in the call room, it was like every tile had a word on it, and there were only a couple that didn't have words. It's the same way in this room.
No, it's the reverse.
It's the inverse. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. So I'm going to carefully tap one of the ones that are not, that don't have any words.
You tap one of the ones that don't have any words, and a dart shoots out your direction.
Oh, God. I'm going to dodge it.
It misses you.
Cool. See,
Barely.
This is why we stop and look first.
What?
Stay on the path, apparently. I'm gonna use my foot and hit the one that has a word on it this time.
I like a Garfield's
The one
tail.
that says dart trap doesn't do anything.
Cool. Stay on the ones that says dart trap.
Or what you've learned to be dart trap.
Yeah, his tail is great.
Just like,
Yeah, Terry got a bone, so he's fucked off. He's ignoring me for now.
He really wants to get up on the counter where my dice are at, and I'm stopping.
Erica's gonna jump like from on the path and just gonna go and investigate all the things.
Kobe will follow.
Okay. Moving single file along the path, it looks as though there's clearly a way to walk to each of the workstations using the path. However, knowing that there's dart traps surrounding you on all sides and the tiles that don't say anything makes maneuvering in this room incredibly difficult. It's a good thing you don't plan on actually doing any real crafting down here and just want to look around.
Right.
Coby, when we get out of here, we have to start working on these plans for the Silver Vault immediately. It's gonna be so cool.
Each of the workstations contains some strange diagram that doesn't seem complete. And a piece of something that matches the diagram.
I'm going to ask Anna if she can fly over and snatch them all.
I believe she has a blue screen around her silhouette right now.
Yeah.
He turns into a piece of cardboard.
Repeat that last. I just sat back down.
Oh, okay. We're in a lab. There is a path. There, the floor is covered in those tiles that have words and those ones that don't. But apparently, the tiles with words are the only safe tiles this time. And they're going around to each of the stations, but they can't really play at any of the lab tables because the trap. So I asked if you could use ring boots to fly over and grab whatever is interesting on the tables and bring them back to a safe spot.
Oh, for sure.
For the
Okay.
notes.
Anna, you bring back 6 pieces and 6 diagrams. These 6 pieces and 6 diagrams are the only thing on the table that look like they didn't really belong. They're made out of some very polished bronze. The pieces look like they should go together, but all the diagrams are incomplete. Each of them is only 1/5 of the other diagram. Wonder if these go together somehow. Like a puzzle piece. Like a big 3-dimensional puzzle piece. Everyone give me intelligence saves.
Oh my.
Saving throws?
Yay!
Or let's do investigation checks.
Yay! I love puzzles.
I love investigation
Terry.
checks.
Me too!
19. Pardon.
Okay?
16.
7.
Oh, okay.
Hashke, these pieces are very confusing.
25.
Okay?
22.
Okay. And give me another round of them, everyone.
Oh, another round? Okay.
Yep.
16 this time.
Okay.
22.
Hashke, you think you figured something out?
19.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
16.
Okay. With your combined checks, as all of you kind of stare at the pieces for a couple minutes and kind of look at them carefully and examine them, the group of you figure out how to put them all together. All of them fit together to form some sort of very elaborate bronze Fabergé-looking egg. It's made out of solid bronze. And there looks to be an egg-shaped hole in the wall right next to where the ladder is.
Convenient.
Boop, boop.
I would like to float over there and insert that sucker into the slot.
All right, you put it into where that is, and it fits perfectly into there. And you hear a click, and then this trapdoor that leads down to the next level opens up, and the ladder continues to go down.
Sweet.
Knock off another minute of my flight time.
And you get down to this level. I'm assuming Hazel going first because she's Batman, or Batwoman in this case. And you get down to this level, and this level looks like a dining hall. This dining hall is filled with tables upon tables upon tables, all of which look just packed to the brim with delicious fresh food.
Fresh food.
Yeah, fresh food. It
Kinda like-
smells like a feast down here.
Nothing fishy about that? Oh, wait, no, there's the trout.
Yeah.
And with your perception check, Hazel, you also notice that right next to the ladder going down and the trapdoor is a lever.
Do you know whether that food is illusory or?
Can I like Arcana check that?
Yep, Arcana check, Anna and Erica.
Not this time.
13.
6.
6 gets you nothing. 13 gets you that there's definitely a aura of some magical kind around here, but you can't tell what school. There's definitely magic happening at every one of those tables.
Yeah, there's magic. We should probably not eat any of that for obs, but
Yeah.
we should probably just keep going.
Okay. I'm gonna pull the lever.
Okay, the trapdoor opens and you can go down.
Why
Oh,
do
sweet.
we even have that lever?
That was really simple compared to the others. I'm gonna head down.
Okay, you head down. On this level, there is chained in the middle of the room a really, 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 really fat troll.
Hey, maybe
That's
he's
my
big boned.
response too.
This troll is probably easily 700 or 800 pounds. And he looks to be asleep. And he's chained to the floor by his arms.
At least he's not a dire one.
Erica, how
Yeah.
long has it been since somebody's been down here? Since your grandfather was here?
At least 100 years, right?
Yeah.
Guess you're right.
It's been a while.
Does this troll look old or skinny or starving?
Fat.
Or
Troll looks well fed, maybe too well fed, and is chained to the floor with chains. Arcana check, Erica and Anna.
Oh, that's much better.
That's
That's
much
going to be a 25.
Ooh, okay.
That's gonna be a 9.
9 gets you exactly what that is in German. 9. Anna, you do notice a major aura of necromancy and a major aura of conjuration coming from the chains.
Mm. Okay. So those are magical chains. They might be keeping it alive, maybe. There's death magic and conjuration magic on them. It's weird.
So, the thing that I worry about is that if we kill it, the chains will bring it back, but if we break the chains, it can get to us. Do I think it can reach the ladder while it's chained up?
You know that it doesn't look like it's going to move while it's chained up.
Does it look like
Oh.
he even cares we're here?
He's asleep. You
What
hear
kind of
loud
purpose
snoring.
Does he serve here if he's not a guardian?
Is he laying on the door? Down?
He is sitting on something. Give me perception checks. Hazel, you already succeeded. But I'm going to make everyone else roll because they haven't got a chance to do anything.
I failed.
I feel
I got 17.
Sorry, guys.
You got a 19.
Okay. 17, 19, and Hazel all notice that he's sitting on a rather large stone button.
Wait, if he's sitting on a button, then why is... I guess the door only opens when you
Get
are
off it.
not on the button?
So maybe somebody should make it go over there, then we can sneak past it.
I don't think the chains will let it move far enough.
Anybody have a harp?
No.
I don't have a,
I can make illusions. Will that help?
for some reason, I think we need a flute. When you play a certain song.
Or maybe a wand of some sort. They can fly in the air.
And
Oh, I don't need a wand.
you know, a flute to poke it with. You know, like a poking flute.
Like a lab flute.
No, I think he means like a music one. So we're pretty sure that even if we woke this bad boy up, he would not be able to move off that button, right?
Not while he's chained to it. Well, he's chained to the floor, but the button's under his fat ass.
Do we think we could move him if he's dead?
He looks like he's very blubbery, but I mean, the group of you might be able to push his blubbery butt off of there if he was dead. But you'd have to kill him.
Yeah, because I'm like,
How
do
do
we
you
kill him?
Roll?
Do we kill him and then move him, or do we break the chains, let him move himself, and then kill him?
Everyone
22.
make a nature check.
I have a question. If I do like if we break the chains and move him, and then I do moving, can I fix the chains?
You're not sure. These are magical chains. You might break the magic when they break.
I mean, even if you fix them, it's like, cool, now we have to try and put them back on the thing.
Well, right, you can just cut them, the chain part, and just fix the chain.
I got a 16 nature.
Okay. What'd you get, Hashke?
I rolled a 1. So
16
nothing.
for me.
Okay.
on nature.
You're pretty sure this is a troll. At that point, you're not really sure anything else.
Yep.
This fits the rumors of your people that have talked about the insatiable appetite for troll.
They like to harass random people on newsletters.
Yeah.
I got a 19 from nature.
Apparently, they like bridges too. You're not sure why.
22 on
And
mine.
22. Okay. Those of you that pretty much aren't Hashke for some sad reason, know that you need to kill a troll with acid or fire, or it just keeps regenerating.
Please tell me one of you guys have that.
No, sorry, I left that at the club. I might have fire damage, though.
Thank you.
I can only do lightning.
I can deal stabbing. I hold up an arrow. It's like, yep, this is what I got.
What about one of these as I pull out
I
my 10
have
torches?
some candles.
You know the torches work really well, too.
That should work.
Yeah.
I could probably... Hey, you have a shitload of oil on you.
Here you go.
I'm gonna reach into my bag and pull out like a spare cloak or a spare shirt or something, and we can make some fire arrows. Or you could just
make a Molotov cocktail.
I know exactly that. We could just improv up some Molotovs.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have enough oil for that.
How
I
many
was
oils do you
imagining
have
that
there?
I would was wrapping it up and just swapping Coby down.
You wasn't trying too well.
I mean,
I
he
was
is covered
saving that
in oil.
vial of oil I have for if we run into the invisible turn things into stone monster.
How many vials of oil do you have, Erica?
I know you gave me one.
I have one as well.
Okay. So that's 2 Molotovs.
I don't know. I just assume I have some because of my...
You also know that the oil itself wouldn't just do initial damage. It would continuously do damage until the oil had burned up, it was burned away. You also know that there's mechanical dogs upstairs that leaked oil all over the floor. So if anyone had an empty jar or a glass container or a bucket, you could go scoop up a bunch of oil and come down here and dump it all over the place too.
I definitely have those components.
I still think break the chains first and
I go
let him move himself, or
I go up the ladder,
I
come
mean,
back down with 5 vials
Okay, hold on a
of
minute.
oil.
How big is the room? How long are the chains?
The
cannot-
chains are like 50 feet in length, but the way they're orientated, they don't give him any really room to move because his arms are kind of laying at his sides.
we cannot get him off that button unless we break the chains. It's
But
just a
you
matter
could
of
also
we
get him
do it
off the button
before
if
or
you
after we
kill
kill him.
and then move him.
But I don't know if we're strong enough to move him is the thing.
Coby throws one of his vials of oil on him.
Okay. He's oily.
He doesn't wake up.
Nope.
Light him up!
I envy your ignorance, poor troll, as I put the torch to him.
Okay. As the torch fire lights the oil, the troll catches fire and does wake up at that point. It appears very angry and begins pulling at its bonds and lashing around. And are you close enough for it to hit? I do believe you are.
If I had if I used the torch, which I did, yeah.
Okay. It lashes around at you with its feet because that's all it can try to hit you with. Because his hands are changed to the floor. He misses. And what's your AC?
Full plate, so 18.
Okay. You take 4 lethal damage, and you're pushed back 5 feet as he kicks you.
Okay.
Seeing as he's apparently decided what we're gonna do, I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay.
Does he look to be restrained or grappled? Because if he's restrained,
He is considered restrained.
cool. Attack rolls against him have advantage.
Nice.
So everyone is going to attack the troll. Just give me some attack rolls.
Poor troll, I just wanted to get on some internet forums and harass people.
Is this to hit with Molotovs?
Yeah.
Okay.
The chains are a metaphor for...
Yeah, you're typically not proficient with a Molotov.
Okay, so it's just like a range attack.
Yeah, it's just a regular range attack. It would be at advantage, but since it's improvised, it would be disadvantage, so it's a regular attack.
Oh, well, okay then.
I thought if you weren't proficient, you just didn't get to add your proficiency modifier.
That's the general rule.
I got
23 to hit him.
Okay.
I got, it looks like 15. Yes.
Okay, that hits.
I got a 19.
Okay, that hits.
I got a nat 1.
Nice.
Okay.
You throw it, like it like rolls off your arm. It's just
My
like,
damage.
oh no.
Like he
We
fumbles.
established that we were using the crit fail chart.
If you wanted to, yeah, sure. Let me get it.
Oh god, he's gonna drop it all over him.
This is actually the first nat 1 I think we've gotten, so yeah.
It is. I'll roll the damage for your Molotovs.
Jesus. Okay. All right. So do you want me to roll or you to roll the D100?
You roll.
Okay. Critical hit effects. Or no, critical miss. Duh. There it is. Critical failure.
That one works better.
No, that'd be bad. I
That was
might,
the first one.
I might do triple damage to myself or something.
Oh, no.
So I rolled my
1d4.
damage for my arrow.
Oh, nice.
For
That
a,
stinks.
for a Molotov, this actually probably works the best. I got 24, and 24 is you hurl your weapon, which is the Molotov, or spellcasting focus, in a random direction, lands 15 feet away.
Hey,
Please tell me it's in a direction that's not us.
Straight
I mean,
up.
to be fair, you're
Oh god.
he throws it, meaning to try and hit the troll, and hits the square next to the troll. And since the troll's on fire, the oil catches fire, and now the floor is on fire.
fantastic.
The floor is lava.
I mean, close enough.
Butterfingers?
Come on, Coby.
Coby.
And I rolled everyone else's Molotov damage as they're doing it. Hashke, do you shoot him or?
Nah, just let everyone else do it. I'm not gonna waste
Okay.
my ammo.
I like to think Coby actually tried a Coby, and he just failed.
I was depending on my sneak attack damage for how much to deal some actual hurting, and I did a whopping 7.
Sneak attack Molotov damage?
Well, no, it was just shooting it because I
Yeah.
figured you guys already hit
I
it
mean,
with fire.
Molotov will be very surprising.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Yes,
it's on
Molotovs are
fire.
really-
I'm just gonna put an arrow through its eye and put it out of its misery.
Okay. Next round of combat. The troll is not looking too terribly good. He's not dead yet, but he's not looking too terribly good. He's on fire still. He can't roll around to put himself out, so he's just burning to death. And it currently smells like bacon in here.
Okay.
Fantastic.
This is awful.
He looks like he can't get out of those chains, I'm guessing.
Nope.
Okay. I'm just gonna shoot him again.
13. Pew. It's another Molotov.
25.
Okay. 25's a hit. 13's a hit.
16 damage.
Remember, Coby, you're attacking at advantage because he's considered.
Restrained.
Did a nat 20 and a 21 dirty to hit on 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Well, that is definitely hit with the nat 20. And the 21 hits as well.
Okay.
Roll your damage and your crit.
Okay.
But you-
So
Erica,
I got an
for you to hit.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay, that hits.
Yeah,
I'll roll the damage for your second Molotov. Go ahead and tell me your damage, Anna.
remind me what crit system we're using for this.
Normal D&D one.
Normal D&D one, but you rolled for. You can roll from the crit table if you want.
So double damage dice. I don't have a crit table, but I can.
Oh,
roll
no, this,
percentile.
this table.
He has it. You just roll a d100.
Yeah,
Yeah.
roll a D100 and tell Scott what you got.
18.
18. The target. A lot of these are going to be pointless for this specific encounter, but the target would be pushed 5 feet and falls prone, but it's already both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, meh.
You
But
still
that's
do-
okay. So
You still do the double
double
damage.
damage dice then.
Yeah.
Yep, double damage.
Then that's gonna be 6, 12, 11.
Boy.
That's gonna be 11.
I'm sorry. I'm
14.
throwing.
No, 12, 15. No, fuck. I'm sorry. 19 damage for the first hit for the critical one.
Nice.
And then
I'm throwing training treats to the dog, and I just got one in his water bowl, and it took him a couple of seconds of staring out of it and trying to get to it and looking to the side and licking the side of the clear bowl before he managed to get it out of the bowl.
oh, so sorry. 15 on the second bolt.
Okay. And you drop it. Good damage. Thanks to the critical, you ended it this turn. And the fire continues to burn. It doesn't look like it's going out anytime soon. It's getting kind of smoky in here.
Frost
Luckily
missiles.
that
While it's
hatch
getting
needs all the way
toasted
up
out,
outside.
I'm going to go ahead and summon a pact weapon, and I am going to hack the arm ends off of this troll and try and slide those manacles off of its limbs.
Okay. As you hack the arm ends off of it, the limbs kind of flubber backwards out of the way as they were restrained at like a distance. And just troll blood sprays everywhere. The troll blood also catches fire as its blood itself seems flammable. And the manacles fall slack to the ground in a loud thunk.
Okay. Do they still register as magical after they've been taken off?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
These are large-sized manacles that are attached to the floor.
Do we think we would...
Really magical.
Coby uses Frost Missile to try to put out as much of the fire as he can.
Okay.
Just enough so he won't suffocate from the smoke.
All right. You put out some of the fire, not all of it, but some of it. Enough of the troll burns away that you're pretty sure it's dead.
If you two can't put out this fire, I think we need to leave this room. We're in a dungeon with limited air.
Fine by
The
me.
smoke can kill us very easily.
It is getting kind of coffee in here.
I'm going to suggest we
Pressure.
head upstairs, maybe take a rest or something.
Head upstairs where the smoke is going.
There's also fresher air up there.
That's the thing.
Where the smoke is going.
Wouldn't it make
It's
more
the
sense
only
to go
way out.
down and then just close the door above us?
We can't move him. He's on fire.
Actually,
we touch him?
Coby put out some of it. You could move him off the button now.
Yeah,
can
and I have
try.
fire resistance, so I'll go ahead and pitch in and help push him.
Yeah, Coby
Okay.
will help push.
All right. With several people helping, even though he is many hundred pounds, probably nearly 1,000, you think, you do manage to push him off the button with several of you pushing. And it's not that he's too heavy, it's that his blubber makes it really hard to actually push him because you keep like sliding around and it's like pushing on a giant beanbag,
Oh God, gross.
a squishy, goopy beanbag that smells like bacon.
This is like the weird villains in Dragon Ball Z where they're like, I'm the fat one and you can't hurt me because I'm fat.
Kind of. And as you get him off the button goes and rises upward, and the hatch goes and slides open. And a gush of fresh air kind of billows up from below.
Okay, into the hole. And out of the smoke-filled room, and hopefully it disperses before we have to come back up again.
It's still kind of on fire. You even see the troll's blood burning, so you're not sure you want to stick around to see how that's going to turn out, unless, of course, you're into necromancy.
That's what I was saying, into the hole.
Okay. Everyone climbs down the gush of fresh air, which you wonder, where's all this fresh air coming from? And the next room reveals what it is. You see 5 large fans pointing in a semicircular fashion towards the ladder, making a very strong gush of wind, one that would be even hard to walk through. And right in front of the 5th fan, right in the kind of the middle of the semicircle there, is a button. And you assume that opens the trapdoor to go down.
I'm going to sort of step off the ladder and try and move into the wind.
As you step off the ladder and move into the wind, you need to give me either a strength save or an athletics check.
Well, they're both shitty. Cool. Okay. That's a 7.
Okay. You step off the ladder and you're like, I got this. It's blasted against the wall flatly, and you're like, okay, I don't got this.
Coby, I think this one's you.
Coby's turn.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Are
you
you
were
okay?
trying.
He jumps in the air and his feet like kick outwards like this, and 2 iron boots appear on him, and he's just like. "Kung, kung." Okay, wait, no, that's Link. My bad. Okay.
Yeah, that's Link, not you.
Oh no, I did so bad. Dirty 20.
Okay. You stand fast against the wind, your heavy armor helping you, as you kind of like to keep it out of your face, like, oh, it's really hard to see. And you're like, oh wait, I got goggles. And you walk towards it, thankful you had your goggles out, and you just kind of walk, try not to get sand blasted by whatever particles might be blowing around in this very strong wind. And you just barely manage to get to the button and reach out kind of and manage to hit the button. All the fans turn off instantly and you almost fall on your face. You were standing so leaning forwardly. You catch yourself though, and the trapdoor opens.
There's just a faint owl from across the room.
As Hazel goes, ow! It didn't hurt, but it was still not pleasant.
Hazel
Definitely
just
strained my neck there.
like peels off the wall.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, basically.
just like, oh.
Strength is my dub stat.
Dubstep?
Yes, my dubstep. That's yep.
I don't
Okay.
I don't have that
Yeah.
cantrip.
You go down to the next room. The next room is the first room that, unlike all the other rooms you've been into, it's not circular. This room is square. It's a large square room with 42 display cases.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm really good at counting.
Are there anything on the floor? Any like symbols on the tiles or anything?
Display case has a plaque in front of it.
I'm gonna look and I can see what the plaque says.
Each plaque seems to describe the item that is inside the display case. Sitting next to the trap door is a mannequin. A mannequin that looks naked.
What's in the first display case?
A helmet,
And the next one?
armor.
Yep. Okay. Think we could address the mannequin.
You get so excited.
Mhm.
Yes.
Does it look like a regular mannequin, or do we think? I think it could be like an automaton.
Give me an investigation check. Hashke, you can give me a nature check.
Ooh.
Nature. And the third case is makeup.
Well, you're pretty sure that this mannequin is orcish in nature.
So my investigation check was a 28. I rolled a nat 20.
8. Nope. It's not going to come to life. Definitely
Alright.
straw.
And then I'm gonna go check the cases for traps.
Okay. You make a very elaborate, lengthy walk around the room to all 42 display cases. So while she's doing that, what do the rest of you do?
Well, I seem like the first one will be like the others, so mostly just spending time investigating one of them at least, and then moving on to the next.
What's the main?
I'm trying to find like instructions on the mannequin or near the mannequin to what like it should be dressed with. Like if it's an organization of some sorts, or if it needs to be like specific garb or like whatever.
You don't really see any instructions, but the mannequin looks a little weird.
A little what?
A little weird. Something about the mannequin doesn't seem off or seem right. Something seems a little off. You can't quite put your finger on it. You also noticed Hashke was looking at the mannequin.
Is the mannequin made of stone?
Nope. Made out of wood. Some straw.
Does it look flowy?
It means with magic.
Nope.
It's an orc mannequin, but it's got like this long flowing hair.
Yeah, its hair is fantastic.
Does it have a brain?
It's
It's
that.
the effigy of Princess L'Oreal.
It's that. Is that Critical Role romance novel with the half orc?
Yes, yes. Oh God, what is that?
Trunk Club?
Yes,
Tusk Club,
Tuskalov.
that's what it was.
Tusk. Yeah, that was one of my favorite jokes.
Hashke, do you share your findings aloud?
Yes.
What do you say?
It's looks like an orc-ish made kind of thing.
Huh.
As he points that out, you're like, would have never guessed that.
Yeah. Interesting.
How do dwarves feel about orcs in this world? Because I know a lot more. All of the races are a lot more common, so the racial tensions might not be as big a deal.
Orcs are good soldiers. They're loyal to a flaw, even. Loyal to the point where it's like, okay, maybe you're overly loyal, and they're just that loyal. They're not chaotic. They're just
The
very loyal
mannequin
to your
doesn't look
military.
magical.
Nope. It looks orcish, apparently.
Do these pieces of armor look magical to you guys?
Nope, but these pieces of armor do look as though they are predisposed towards several different designs. Each one of them a little different.
Are there any interesting or unique or exotic sort of like weapons and things?
Quite a few looking interesting and unique exotic armors.
So we gotta pick which armor to put on him.
Oh goodness, do any of them look like a certain samurai?
No.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
I
had to be sure.
Do any of the armors have hull like the same crafting material marks on them? Like if there's like a kind of bronze or a kind of just whatever sort of metal is made.
There's all sorts of different metals that are used in each of these types of armor. The designs of the armor appear to be unique.
That's what I'm thinking.
What
I'm
was
looking
that?
around for anything orcish made.
Ah, okay. You look around and eventually you find two sets of orcish armor. One that looks modern and one that looks very ancient. The ancient orcish armor looks like it is made from iron and it is decorated with bones.
Okay, so when you say modern, you mean like within the last century modern or like within the last 10 years modern?
Within the last 200 years.
Okay.
As modern as you can be, for the uniforms of the military haven't changed in 200 years.
Which you would think make more sense for your grandpa's thinking, Erica. The really old armor or the more up-to-date one?
Hmm.
Do the really old ones have really big shoulder pads? And that's like the only difference? Oh.
Nope.
Okay.
No, the really old ones are made of like, right?
The really old armor has got like the bucket helmet design with like bones decorating the armor.
Hmm. Well, he was an inventor, so perhaps he was. It's for innovation and moving forward.
Sounds like a plan.
Coby's going to investigate both armors to see if there's any special runes or anything on them.
Okay. You mean investigation, Coby? Erica, you can give me an intelligence save.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
boy.
Or an investigation, sorry.
25 with a nat 20.
Oh no. We got a 10.
25. You don't see any runes, but there is some orcish symbols on the ancient armor.
Ah.
What languages do I speak?
I do not
Hashke,
speak
do you
Orcish.
speak
What'd it
Orcish?
say?
How many languages do you speak, buddy?
I picked
Hashke,
the
you
most
walk
common
up.
languages from the PDF we got, or the document. The most common languages. I picked those.
Coby
Orcish.
points out the Orcish.
Good choice.
Yeah.
He points out the orcish, and the orcish design on this armor says commander.
It says commander.
Okay. I'm
The
guessing
other armor, you don't see any on the modern armor. It just looks as though it's maybe like a private in the military, judging from the markings.
Coby takes the helmet of the commander one and puts it on the mannequin.
It fits perfectly.
I will go get the other armor.
Okay.
The remainder of the armor.
With the help of the group, you put the entire suit of armor on the mannequin, and the door opens that goes downward.
Sweet.
Yay!
Mannequin turns its head, now it's magical.
Nice
Kidding.
Nice
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Down we go.
You head downward, and as you head downward, this area is very, very illuminated. It is incredibly bright down here, and you notice why. As you come down to this area, it is just so hot down here. Wow, it is hot.
Oh, sorry, I should probably go back upstairs.
And the platform you are on is made of basalt, and probably a couple 100 feet below is a pool of molten lava.
Oh my.
Mm-hmm.
A suspension bridge with metal plates and chains lead out to a center platform that seems to be suspended from the
Shit,
ceiling.
mine just froze.
Okay.
Do you want to say that one more time? It looks like mine and Kevin's Zoom's pooped out.
Oh, okay. It is a suspension bridge with metal plates that are connected by chains that lead all the way out in single file fashion to a platform suspended from the ceiling. There is something on the platform, something brilliant.
Something on the wing.
All right. Well, and
Erica,
Hey.
I've sent you a message.
Okay.
Do either of you know the light spell? Any of you know the light spell?
Erica's gonna run ahead.
With great excitement, Erica races towards the suspension bridge.
Well, she's dead.
Oh,
I'm
crap.
going to
The
chase after her.
suspense.
Jin.
The suspension bridge does not look very sturdy. It looks as though only one person could go across. Each of the metal plates has a rune on it that is dwarven in nature.
All right.
You-
Anna is going to use the boots to sort of like float alongside Erica while she's walking over the bridge.
I don't know if it would be useful at all, but I am holding my grapple gun.
Okay.
She's just
You,
running down the bridge.
And
The
he's gonna,
distance,
Like she saw something that you guys didn't like.
how many minutes do you have left on your boots?
I've got 4 hours, but I mean,
4
I've
hours?
got, yeah,
Okay.
so I've got plenty of time.
Okay. All right. You step kind of like float alongside her above the. It's incredibly hot out here, Anna. This is your fire resistance is the only reason you're here.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
You would catch fire otherwise, and this is just so incredibly hot being above this lava. You're not sure if the bridge is warded with something or not because Erica doesn't seem equally as affected, or maybe she's just so freaking excited it doesn't matter to her. And she's stepping across the bridge in a very specific way as she seems to read the Dwarven and know immediately where to step. She wakes all the way across, and the platform suspended on the other side has what you and Erica see, a brilliant silver, gold, and platinum sphere that appears to be emanating such powerful electricity that it occasionally bolts a bolt of lightning upwards into the ceiling, seemingly what you've been seeing plummet up and down in the glass tube in the middle. As she moves over and kind of picks it up, you hear a and everything seems to stop. The only thing you hear now, you can turn off your sound effects in the background and go back to the dark ambient cave, is silence. Coby, you're now using Diesel.
Oh, sorry, you said everything stopped.
Broke.
I thought it was just gonna be like time stop, just like everyone's just like. Doo, doo, doo.
And as you're moving back across the platform, you go ahead.
Sorry, no, the camera was doing weird.
Okay. Yeah, your camera was doing a kind of freak out thing there. You good?
Yeah. She'll probably like start rifling through all the stuff and seeing like everything that she can find.
Okay. The
do you
center of the
see? Is it
platform
safe?
here.
I'm
This-
yelling across this expanse.
This is it. We found it.
Okay, what is it? I mean, I saw big lightning and the ball, and it was pretty, but what is it?
It apparently powered everything in here.
Well, yeah.
It's called the Silver Vault. It runs everything here. If we This is what he was working on. This was his treasure.
So you got what you came for.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
This is really excited. I'm like,
So there doesn't look to be anything else in this area. It's just basically a holding room for the bolt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there is no exit down here.
Nope. Just the way back up.
All right, well, come on back.
all right. Yeah, she's gonna grab everything that she can into the bag of holding, and she's gonna head back.
Okay. You begin making your way back across, filled with such ecstatic excitement you can hardly contain yourself. Your life's work, your grandfather's work, your family's name, everything can be restored, put back the way it was, placed brilliantly in such a great fashion. You really just can't contain yourself. And then your excitement gets the better of you, and you misstep, and you hear click. And you realize you've stepped wrong, and you know what you've stepped on. Your great uncle once made these devices. His name was Claymore. And these are his mines, and you've stepped on one. You know it will only go off if you move.
Oh no. Okay. Erica, what have you done?
We hear that. We saw her freeze.
Suddenly, and like a look of just utter terror stricken upon her face.
How far away is she from us at this point?
She is 50 feet from you across the suspension bridge.
Are you okay? Erica, does it have to be your foot?
If I move it,
Can I put my foot in your place if we do it really careful? Just yes or no.
I mean, what are you guys
No.
talking about? We have a bag full of food. Put that there, and we'll use literally anything else. We can go fishing.
if I move it,
You need a counterweight.
Erica, do you think you could guide me to you? Because
Yeah.
there's the runes and stuff on the way there.
yes, yeah. I'll give him directions.
Okay, Coby's actually gonna advance towards her then.
I'm following behind him.
No.
Okay,
I'm
fine.
Staying. It's too much weight will break it.
Yeah.
And
He
especially with
hands
that heavy ass
you-
armor.
His health potion as he goes across. We might need this. I don't want it to break. As he hands it to Hazel.
Okay.
So it's a pressure plate, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So I can't like slide my foot alongside of hers and just take
I
its
sent you
place.
some messages.
Yeah. Coby.
Yeah?
She'll give him the bag of holding. Please make sure that this gets out. Under the silver name, I want. I'm sorry. I was too excited. I apologize. Thank you. How close is he to?
He's close enough you can hand it to him.
Okay. She'll give it to him and she'll pull him for a kiss and then she'll push him back and let go of the plum.
Fuck.
She's doing what now?
She kind of like
no.
pulls him in and gives him a kiss and kind of like shoves him back onto the platform he was standing on. And Coby kind of like just instinctively steps back to the next step that he could step on backwards after that to like catch his balance. And she steps off the Claymore mine. And as she steps off the mine, as she is almost evaporated into chunks. The bridge breaks. Coby needs to make a dex save. Anna, you can help.
Okay, I'll assist.
Okay. Coby, you roll a dex save at advantage.
Okay.
I have my grapple gun prepared. If it looks like Anna doesn't got him, I'm gonna try and figure out what the fuck the distance is on this thing.
Well, I hope you're good at firing with it.
What'd you get?
Let's see, dex save at advantage, right?
Yeah.
7.
Cool.
Okay.
Can I just bull rush him?
Yeah.
I'm going to do that. I'm just going to shoulder check his ass backwards.
Okay. Go ahead and give me I guess an attack roll, right? Yeah. Just give me an attack roll.
Oh, okay. So with strength modifier, that comes to 19.
Hey.
Okay. And what is your strength?
1. It's a 13. It's my strength.
Okay. You are able to carry him as you kind of fly javelin towards him and grab him and tackle him back onto the platform.
I like to think his failure is more him reaching out, trying to get her.
Mm-hmm.
As you were reaching for Erica instead of the chain, Anna lunges at you and kind of grabs you and tackles you back onto the platform. As the other Claymore mines hit the wall and explode, and the Claymore mines that were dangling off the other bridge kind of blow up in sequence and blow up the platform that the silver vault was on. Shards of metal rain down into the lava, and you hear some other splashes you assume were Erica.
Ew. Oh. Well.
Coby probably just stands there blankly, staring at nothing.
You're going to hear a few very choice words in Infernal.
Hey, watch your language. No, I'm kidding. I don't know Infernal.
Does Coby have anything to stand on right now?
Not his pride anymore.
Well, I mean, a platform.
No, he got tackled back onto the platform and you guys are on.
Okay, cool. Okay.
He wasn't that far across. And it was kind of like, nope, and just tackle him across the platform.
Just a tombstone. You realize Coby's
Like,
hopes and dreams.
I really don't want to say this, but we should probably get out of here. I don't know what losing that thing, total lava, is going to do to this place. For all we know, it's going to make everything blow to hell up.
Yeah.
A loud metal groaning noise is heard from above you.
Oh, no. I'm going to make a really cursory inspection of the platform and see if there's any kind of relic or memento we can use for a memorial for her, but...
You know that she left a whole bunch of her belongings on the airship.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we should probably get out of here.
You move back towards the ladder and begin climbing the ladder. As you begin climbing the ladder, the very floor that was above you gives way and falls downward, crashing as you see it crash and smash into the ground below it and collapse into the lava. Giant splashes of lava cascading around. As you continue climbing up the ladder, each consecutive floor gives way, one after another, sliding down as if on a track and smashing into the lava, collapsing one after another, burying everything in a pile of steel, stone, and magma.
I am passing a rope bet just in case. Should this cacophony make anybody lose their grip?
Everyone manages to hold on, and the rope helps, and you manage to get to the very top. As you do, the very last floor of the dungeon slides down, revealing a massive 1,000-foot hole leading straight down to a giant pile of broken metal and lava.
You know, we're underground. Shouldn't that be magma? Oh.
Yeah.
Magma, lava, potato.
Hazel has a thought. She's not going to voice it, but I'm asking the DM. Did we ever grab that pile of gold?
Nope.
The one on the way down?
I can't remember. I thought that Erica had
were
grabbed it.
going to leave it, but you decided to grab it anyway.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think it's currently in Coby's possession.
Yes, because it's in Erica's bag of holding.
Coby says to Hashke, not time for technicalities, as we're climbing up this ladder.
I'm just saying, if we're going to die, we should die correct.
As you get to the top of the ladder, you turn around and kind of look down. the dungeon you just spent a better part of the day going through, and there's almost no remains of it left. The only thing you know you have that's left of this place, and the memory of the Silver's family, is in the bag of holding that Coby possesses, and the airship that now belongs to you.
I assume we're out on that. There was that passageway that went down. That part is safe, right?
Yeah.
When we get out to the front of the place, I want to see if I can climb up the side of this cliff face. And I'll use, or just fuck it. I'll give it to Anna, who can fly, and be like, we should write something next to her name.
When Coby gets to the top, he's on his hands and knees, and he slams a fist into the ground.
I don't know how strong your suit is. Does that actually make things move or not?
His suit does not have the physical augmentations, and I'll tell you with this class, they made it so it wasn't broken, so it's like only one more strength. So it wouldn't be super crazy.
He punches the ground. The ground doesn't seem too affected, but neither does Coby. So it's just kind of enraged.
Mostly, she's just paranoid, considering this place literally fell apart underneath her feet.
Yeah.
Coby's suit is pretty much full plate and then stuff built onto it. So it's not like actual Iron Man suit.
So I'm gonna somehow manage to scramble up the side of this mountain and right under next to Erica's name. May she rest in peace. Anything else you want to write for her, Coby?
Pieces.
Fuck off.
Anna's gonna take the pen and right below it in the subscript, she was right.
So I walk over to Coby, just look at his outfit, since he was point blank, pull off some visceral and goo, put in a bag. Save that. So how much gold do you guys got?
What gold? We left it all. It was with her. Terry, can you not?
No. Okay now.
It's in her bag of holding that Coby has.
She'll figure it out.
Let's go.
No, I mean, do we got 1,000-ish gold?
Coby's already climbing up the rope ladder.
You have 2,000. Technically.
All right. We can go to Viklock, or whatever the name of the nation is, and bring her back.
I gotta ask our radio host here. What are the rules for resurrection? You said gods aren't really a thing, so would there really be clerics or anything?
No, not resurrection.
Really clerics, but there are druids that can reincarnate.
Yeah, we can pull a Zebediah.
She might come back as a fish.
Who's that? I don't even know.
There's a guy in our village.
Sounds
Kept dying
Jewish.
and coming back as the darndest things. At some point, he just had a natural ability to do it. We called him the Phoenix.
Sorry, I went to go check on the airship. What's going on?
That is the coolest name.
He would totally go with that if Blake didn't already have a Sorcerer Phoenix. That was 10 times better with that thing.
And as you climb into the airship and leave the memorial of Erica behind, such ends the tragic tale of Erica Silvers. Now, I know you intend to do what you said you were going to do, Hashke, and reincarnate. That would be entirely up to whether or not Aya wants that to happen.
You can always have it on back in case she needs to guest star again.
The spirit needs to be willing.
Or it could be like she comes back, but after that it's like, I'm gonna go.
I would love to come back. It's always fun.
Like if we manage to resurrect her, she's like, cool, awesome. I'm gonna go be with my family for a while since I super almost died in Grandpa's creepy dungeon.
She did that.
Yeah, Super definitely died in Grandpa's creepy dungeon.
Her spirit's about to come back and she sees Coby. No?
No!
That is not what happened.
Okay, for what it's worth, she did not do that to get away from Coby. She did that because as far as she was concerned, at least as far as I know, is her options were she does it or Coby dies.
Yep.
So
Well,
it just means that she loves you even more.
the part that frustrates me, and I realize that this was ordained, but Anna could have gotten away with that.
That's the thing.
If she had been able to replace Erica's spot, she would have been able to get away. She would have been able to
There's
get
no
out.
guarantee you would have been able to.
And your little dog too.
My invocation that I picked up, Eldritch Shift, I teleport 10 feet as part of my move. I would have been clear of the blast radius.
Yeah, but there's no guarantee that if your foot's there, your foot's there. There is a half-second moment for you to switch. If you're too early, you have too much weight. You both die. If you're too late, you're both gone. It explodes. You both die.
Let's drop
there
it,
would
okay?
have been such a good chance you both would have died.
It happened, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
To my homeland.
I guess I'll take the helm then, since I have proficiency with cartographer's tools. I can navigate.
We had a decent idea of where we were going.
With the map and Hashke's knowledge of where you need to go, and Coby's ability to navigate the ship.
Where are we going again?
Your journey.
Home or?
My home.
Oh,
well,
okay.
Where my people are. Not necessarily our homeland. Our homeland's full of blood, but near there.
That I knew that, but that's still disconcerting every time I hear it.
That's okay. We're a popular tourist attraction with the vampire people.
I was away.
I was about to say, I can just see the Baron, and he's got his conquistador hat, but the rest of him's like vacation swimwear, like swimming trunks.
No, it's just the conquistador hat, and he's butt ass naked in like a hot spring, but instead of water, it's blood.
He's got a cup filled with blood with a tiny little umbrella in it.
Yes.
It's a Hawaiian shirt, but instead of flowers, it's bats.
Yes.
Various colored bats along it instead of flowers.
That suntan lotion right on the nose.
Yes.
I would totally.
Okay. And since we were planning on getting to a point where we can stop soon, we will go ahead and stop there. Everyone go ahead and level up. That will include you as well, Erica, since it appears you might come back as something else. And we will see what random creature you get to reincarnate as for future adventures. And like I said, Aya, if you want to join us again, you can play your reincarnated Erica, and I will tell you what level she goes up to as the party levels up in the campaign.
Excellent. Probably next year.
If you want to join us again, you are able. If not, then you can still do what you wish. Otherwise, I will have you reincarnate and be with your family.
Yay.
I get spells now, finally. Level 2 ranger.
Hey, cool.
I think this is probably where I'll begin my segue into the 3 levels of Planeswatch Pally.
So
awesome.
Wait, are we done tonight then?
Yeah, I think so.
Somebody messaged something about wanting to stop soon, so I wrapped it up.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure. Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Such ends the tragic tale of Erica Silvers. What will happen next time? Who knows? There's many more adventures to have. And whatever happened to those dreams?
God knows my dreams ended.
Coby was starting to get some, but they blew away.
Coby with the tragic retort.
So are we on for tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Should be.
Yeah. 9 a.m. here, Dragon Heist. We're actually like moving the plot or some bullshit. Who knows?
We take the plot and push it somewhere else.
Pretty much, yeah. Be like, we could do that, or we could do another holiday. And I feel like we should end because
or get ice cream.
My dog
reject your reality and substitute my own.
Growling at me subtly.
Oh.
Just like, it is bedtime. Stop talking. Go to bed. Play with me.
So, did you enjoy the tragic tale?
I did. It was a nice little dungeon crawl, and that was just a really unfortunate ending. But
Yeah.
That
I'm curious what you had in the invisible thing room.
the invisible thing room. The illusion was that something was invisible and turning people to stone.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh!
that is
I was
cool.
right.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is amazing.
I was right. I called it.
The illusion was that there was nothing there, and it disguised the button so you couldn't see it. But if you looked at it in a reflection, you could bypass the illusion.
Because there is a spell where you can put fake auras. That's why I'm like,
I'm
oh,
so
that's
glad I
probably
thought
it.
of the reflection thing.
Yep.
That's smart because it clued you into that.
And
But,
I knew that you had a marksman in your party that could make the shot. So, by the way, that entire dungeon was not planned at all. I won that dungeon from the seat of my pants, and I didn't even know it was going to be in the next room when I sat down today.
Nice.
Oh, just like my adventures.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Just to
Killing
prove,
you all.
just to prove even more of how much of a master and how much experience Blake has had at being a dungeon master.
I will say the thing where we looked down in the hole and I was gonna drop something and then Coby like slid down. I had a flashback to one of the more recent trips that I gave to my players in my home game, where it was very similarly a tunnel going down with a ladder, and the idea was that halfway down the ladder would break and you would fall, except instead of landing on the floor, you would fall through the covered pit trap and onto the spikes. Because I'm a dick.
We're lucky.
It was a kobold dungeon. That's what they do. They're little creepy assholes, and they're light enough that they can rig a ladder that it would break with a regular medium-sized human and not them.
Traps are kind of their jam.
Kind of lucky Blake's younger brother wasn't here, and he would have literally jumped down. Be like, oh, a hole. That's what he's known for. No matter what character he plays, he's like, oh, it's a hole. Whoop.
How many times has he broken his legs or killed his character?
He's done a lot of damage to his character, but he hasn't died yet.
He has
That's
crazy
impressive.
luck. Like, out of game. So, in game, it carries over.
It somehow seems to carry over, yeah. Well,
right.
I'm glad you all enjoyed the tale. The tragedy in the ending was planned, but to answer the question, Anna, the Claymore Mines trigger if the weight that initially set them off changes or is altered. So you can't do the sloppy foot doodle because they're not like the Claymore Mines we have.
As
If
far as I can
somebody else
tell,
had swapped the weight, you were lighter weight than her, it would have taken that as a release of the trigger that would have gone off.
what I was thinking is
Because
if
she's
you
a dwarf.
had- what I was thinking is doing the Indiana
literally
Jones
big
thing,
boat.
where you have a bag of something that weighs equal to 1 Erica silver, and replace it. But
Indiana
we didn't
Jones.
have a bag of rocks or anything.
Right.
Do you have a pound of like 400 pounds on you?
The only thing that we had was the giant pile of coins.
And Coby.
Right.
Fat ass armor.
Well, that's the thing. Coby would have probably been too much.
Coby was going to grab her and twirl her around and have his back to the explosion and try to shield her.
No.
That was his plan.
If it had been something other than a tragedy from the start, I would have definitely allowed it. But it was designed as a tragic tale. So,
No.
but props to you guys for doing what you've done, and good thinking on Hashke's part for remembering that. So you guys can bring back Aya's character Erica Silvers for Ventures into Another Day, and she gets to artistically draw her character as another race, which we will way next session. So next time, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned.
Yeah. See you then.
Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.